Hello, hello. I don't know if anybody's here. I'm sorry, I'm a couple minutes late myself. So, busy day, busy day. Hope everybody's doing well. Sorry for the tardiness. Been doing a little last minute running this morning, trying to get some things done. Hello, Keith. Good to see you. Man, super excited for the day. Giveaway Ray Train over starting on Dibdit, going through all the marketplaces. So, you guys, if you are around later today, I believe it starts at 2 o'clock, I want to say. And I'll be running at 2:40 over on Dibdit Sports Supply, giving away a couple things over there. I'm still unsure what I'm going to give away. I'm thinking something pretty nice. So, Odds Antiques in the building. Good to see you. LaDonna, good to see you. Absolute Finds. Thanks for being here. Black Sheep Society. Thanks for being here. Got a little bit of packing to do this morning, and then I've got some stuff. Colby, good to see you. Thank all you guys for being here. Cernochs running a little behind this morning, and so I'm solo dolo for the moment. But Diane Matthews, thanks for being here. But let's see. Brad, good to see you. I think I already said hello to Brad. Leroy, you funny. Leroy, scroll up in our chat, bro. It's there. Scroll up in the chat. Yeah, it's there like 2 weeks ago. It's above Don West. Above Don West in our chat. Look, we have guests.
What's up? Man,
Leroy's at Witness Protection Program today.
Yeah.
Leroy, start speaking in that voice like, sure, yeah, I don't know where that guy was. But...
Am I really sound different?
No, no, your face is just super dark. Like it looks like you're...
I haven't got a light yet. What's up, Jimmy?
What's going on, guys?
Yeah,
Leroy, I'm going to have to mail you one of my little ring lights.
I gotta get used to this new chats over here now. No, can I move?
I'll mail you a ring light, Leroy. You can stick it on top of your computer.
I got some work to do, so I figured I'll hang out with you guys.
Yeah, man.
I don't know what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna go through all these old Transformer weapons. I might go through.
Oh, nice.
I might try to figure out who these belong to. Some of them might go with my guys back here, though.
Leroy, do you have a box from a certain seller?
Unknown caller.
Nope. Who is?
Do I have a box from
Yeah.
like in the mail?
Yeah.
I haven't checked my mail in a couple days.
That says like this on it.
Open Tuesday. I didn't check. No,
Oops. Leroy's got the beard growing out, looking good, man.
no, I don't have the box. I don't have that box.
You haven't checked the mail?
No. If I'm not,
Cernoch's gonna be like, "What are you doing, Leroy?"
Open on Tuesday. Oops.
a little late. You didn't say what Tuesday.
Holding out for next week.
Specific.
I'm curious. I'm actually very curious.
That's funny.
Let's see. Colby says, folks, ever get mixed feelings about good pickups? Picked up a mess of Veterans War memorabilia like shadow boxes, medal of service, WW2, etc. All left behind. Family didn't care. Sad but happy to buy. Yeah, Colby, I got a Purple Heart at a thrift store one time. And I was like, man, how in the world would your family leave a Purple Heart at the thrift store? But honestly, if you go to many estate sales, you already know, right? Like, people are not sentimental about a lot of things. They're just like,
you
whatever.
just hope to get it into some hands of somebody that they don't, they do care. I mean, it might not be the hands that you want to see it in, but you get into the hands of somebody that does.
That's what I always think about, like, especially with that kind of stuff. Like, I'm like, man, I said somebody who really was going to appreciate it. They're the ones that are going to pay up for something like that for sure.
I get that. I get that feeling. For sure.
Yeah, it is kind of weird. Giveaways all day on District are April Fools.
Right? Yeah, that's true.
Hey, I'm waiting to see if Keith is really giving away that Cernochsconnection shirt that he's got.
That's what I should have done when I asked you for that link. I should have said April Fools. Can you send the link? April Fools. Bad jokes.
Yeah, there is giveaways all day. I think it starts at 2:00. So, let's see.
There's some fun stuff in here.
Thanks, Otts. Yeah, Otts. Kobe messaged me on Facebook. I'm part of a World War II selling group on eBay where you will get good money for items and will go to a collector. Oh, that's cool, Otts. I know Otts has sold some really crazy stuff. My buddy, the guy who comes in the chat here, Walter, Walter bought from Otts a long time ago a Japanese flag.
I remember when he first came on.
Looking at that thing, it's signed by a bunch of folks. It may or may not be one of the flags that was surrendered to the U.S. When there was the surrender of Japan. So that thing is probably. I mean, there was some paperwork that was with that thing that made that really kind of crazy. Like, my buddy Walter is he's a vet himself. He's in a big VA facility up there and knows a lot of folks. So they were doing some research about it. It's super cool. Like,
how the heck was he? You're talking about Justin, right? How the heck was he shipping 90-something items over the weekend? I'm like over here shipping 12.
Justin,
it's a crazy thing. I actually talked to Justin the other day on the phone, and he said he received an offer on 60 individual items from the same guy.
All right, that helps him make sense. But still, good job.
Isn't that crazy though? 60 individual offers.
Looking at my total, I was like 90.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's nuts. Hey, Justin, are you working or is this Molly on here? He's probably at work, to be honest.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's funny. I mean, that's awesome. I was jealousy set in, like, for sure.
Yeah, I was like, dude, he said his phone just started dinging with all these offers. He's like, what is going on? He looks, it's the same guy. Justin, are you at work?
I'm gonna run over and take some pictures. I'll be right here. I can hear you guys. I'm just gonna run so I can list while I'm sitting here. I'll be right back.
He's in the closet at work.
Did you say he's in the closet at work?
Not at work. Oh, okay. Just sitting in the car. Hey, Justin, I'll shoot you a link. You can come on the and tell your story. That'll be cool.
What if he doesn't want to?
You, you've met Justin before, right?
No. Who is he? I bought a whole box of. Hey Tim, I bought a whole box of open-end wrenches over the weekend. Well, a couple weekends ago.
Oh, hold on. Sorry, LaDonna. Let me see. LaDonna says picked up a hoarder house Sunday. Resale Rabbit arranged a private pick for the group. Found some incredible stuff, clean but boxes stacked floor to ceiling every room.
Yeah, they got to hang out with
That's
him
good.
over the weekend. That guy's a
Resale
hustler.
Rabbit, man. Dude, I haven't heard anything about that dude in a long time. But
Oh, he's a hustler. What's going on?
yeah, dude, I remember watching this stuff back in the day.
What's up?
That
It's got
Planks to Profit thing, they got him to speak there. I don't
Yeah,
know how
Keith
they did it.
confirmed it's not April Fool's. He is giving away that T-shirt that he has up on his Insta.
Heck yeah.
Brandon asked, has anyone else been noticing an uptick trend so far? Hey, Justin's coming in to tell the story that's kind of crazy that happened to him
Yes,
over the
Justin.
weekend.
There we go.
All right,
Okay.
Justin, tell him how you sold 60 items to one guy on eBay.
Yes, I was just out at the auto swap meet trying to buy stuff, and my phone just started blowing up. I look, and it's a guy just dropping, I think it totaled out to 69 offers. They're all stuff, too, that we'd had in our store for like 3 or 4 years. So he was doing a bunch of lowball offers, and I was like, I've been needing to just throw these things away anyways and get them out of the store because they're taking up room. So I was just like, accept. So I think it came out to like 65 items at like $520.
Wow.
And I was like, oh, I will take that.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like,
Mind.
it's funny, Eric. I was with Thomas too, and Thomas is like, what in the world? He's like, can you send that guy over to my store too?
Yeah, no doubt.
I remember when I was driving home with Mike Deathpile Picker the last time we came back from the 100-mile yard sale. I had made, I forgot what it was. It was something stupid like 15 sales like the whole day I was with him. I've never made 15 sales in my life.
No,
Hey,
so
Brandon,
definitely.
I will say to answer your question, have you noticed the uptick in people listing stuff for free on Facebook after a yard sale? Yes, I have noticed that uptick. I will tell you, my buddy ran a yard sale a couple weeks ago, and he put on there like about 2 o'clock. He put for free, and he said, "Dude, you would think like he would drop $100 bills all over the
Yeah.
grass in his
Oh
yard."
yeah.
It's like
Oh
people
yeah.
covered up. It was like he said it was like a swarm rolled in, and then it was all gone.
Here's the
That's
listen.
crazy.
Here's the garage sale hack. If you have a garage sale, okay, promote your garage sale on Facebook, but also do another listing. Put some stuff by the curb that's free. So do a free listing while your garage sale is going on to get people to
Hey,
stop to get the free stuff, and then they're like, "Oh, you have a garage sale going on."
There you
there you
go.
go.
I
There
want to say
you go.
I've tried the free one before in our area, and it ain't done nothing. Put it out there like 3 hours later, all the stuff's still there, and I'm like, damn, now I gotta take it to the dump.
What was the shipping for all that stuff, Justin?
There's one box, 84 pounds, and it was like $110 because it went to Arizona. So, like I
Great.
said, it was literally, I think, except for maybe 4 items, it was all stuff that I should have purged years ago, but I just always have something better to do.
Yeah.
So,
Uh,
so I'll take, $400. All those were probably paid for 3 years ago, most of them. So,
yeah.
It,
That's always a good feeling.
Okay,
yeah.
can I open this box now, Cernoch? It's been driving me crazy.
Oh, does everyone have their boxes?
somebody don't go to the post office, is what I heard.
Oh! Does,
He's dipping out. I showed him earlier, Chernock. I was like, hey, look at this. And I said, do you have this box, Leroy? He's like, oh, I haven't been to the post office.
oh, come on, Leroy.
And now he's in the warehouse at, like,
It ain't going to work.
What?
We're going to have to wait till next Tuesday,
Oh no,
I
I
guess.
can't do that. The anxiety, my anxiety level is already through the roof this week, bro.
We're going to have to wait.
No, are you serious? We have to wait for
Do you
Leroy?
want me to drive home? Do you want me
No. We'll wait because
hey,
we got to get
Jim wants
Kevin
you to drive home.
Kevin has a package too. He has to open.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
Are you trying to assassinate us all at the same time?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, Tim. So I decided to open a box of Topps Chrome
Yeah, I
just
got
to
to take
rip
this
it.
one.
I was at the card show and I figured, I'll just grab it. So I got for about $20 off what they're normally going for. Got a
Football or
Yamamoto out of 200.
what'd you hit?
Yamamoto out of 200.
Auto or just 2 out of 200?
Just out of 200.
Nice.
Still, I'll take that. I mean,
All
paid
day,
way more than
yeah.
the box. So.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's fun too, especially
Yeah,
with like
definitely.
opening day that just passed.
Yeah, I don't know. Normally, I like Allen and Gunter or Allen Ginters, but those are hard to come by.
They have really crazy cards in those Allen and Ginter boxes.
Yeah, the dinosaur
Dinosaur
bones
fossils.
and all that. Yeah. Well, I think the 24s they had all their the X-ray cards.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, those cards are. That's the one Molly likes opening those. She'll complain. Any others like the Chrome, she's like, "Why are you doing it? You don't ever do anything with the cards." I get the Allen and Ginter, she's like, "Oh, let me open those packs."
I'm off to a bit of a good start today. I've already sold a couple of items.
Heck yeah.
Up to like $65 before 9:30. I'll take that. What's up, Jimmy?
What's going on, Tim?
What up, Jimmy?
Can we all just take a moment for a second and acknowledge how happy I am to see Jimmy live selling? I am thrilled for you, Jimmy, and I hope that you are having fun because
Yeah.
the world is a better place when Jimmy is live selling, and I like that.
I got to put another sale together. I haven't been on in a couple days, but yeah, it's fun. I'm
Oh,
enjoying
is
it.
my internet doing?
Jimmy, what are you selling?
I gotta call Verizon.
I sold some vintage clothes. I sold some vintage hats. I've done some records and cassette tapes.
Oh yeah. I saw
Just a
that.
mix, just a mix of stuff. Trying to figure out how this goes. I gotta do some more hats. I did some hats with Keith. That was a lot of fun. And then I did some records and stuff with Kevin. That was good. That was really good too.
Bro, hit me up whenever you want to do a hat show. We'll do it.
Yeah. I mean, I got a lot of hats. Yeah, the hat show went really well. I was very.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do a lot of hats during my my Threads raid train. I'm gonna do hats. I got some purses, some T-shirts. I sold the Dale Earnhardt Taz shirt I picked up.
Nice.
I got $40 for it. I'm not mad. That paid for all 3 shirts right there. So the next 2 shirts will be profit.
Look, I found where these go. These go right here. Yay!
All right.
Flea market was pretty good this weekend for me.
Were there a lot of people out there selling this year? This week?
Bro.
Better than
Because it was
district.
nice this weekend.
Cernoch, did it go better for you than our district on Friday?
What's up?
Did it go better than our district on Friday?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. A lot better.
Is this the first time I've seen Justin on the show?
No. Justin's been
No.
on before.
No, I think that's the first time I've been on here.
Really?
I think so.
I think so.
Because usually I'm working during these hours.
When are you heading to Charlotte?
Tomorrow morning. So we'll probably be out there about 2, 3-ish.
I'm still not sure, buddy.
No?
No.
Yeah.
The white van's still in the shop, so I got to figure that out. I'm gonna try to come up for the day, but I'll call you.
Yeah.
A little nerdy.
I finally had to block somebody yesterday on eBay.
Oh yeah.
Wait, you don't block people?
I've never blocked anybody in 13 years.
I haven't blocked anybody ever.
Yep.
Really? Oh, my
Yeah,
block
never
list
blocked
is huge.
anybody.
This guy was demanding that I give him deals, and because I gave him a deal before, he's telling me, forget my other customers, he's more important. He was telling me I used him for information. I was like, all right, I'm done, bro. No,
I have had some interactions yesterday with some really funny people. So I have this card right here, and if you look at it closely, right, you see that there's a wrinkle in the patch, the jersey patch, right? But the patch is game worn, so that's why it has a wrinkle in it. It's not like just like a random patch; it's game worn. So like if it was like it had dirt on it, it'd be like the same thing. This guy sends me this message, and he's like, "Is that a wrinkle in the patch?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's a game worn patch." He's like, he didn't message me back. Then he messaged me back, and he says, he says the craziest thing. He goes, he says, if it didn't have the wrinkle, I'd pay what you're asking. However, I had planned on getting it graded for my grandson, and I know that PSA will downgrade it significantly due to the defect. I could go $15 plus shipping and handling. Thanks, Tom. I'm like,
And how much do you have it listed for?
I think it's like $25 or something like that.
Gotcha.
And so I say, oh, well, I can't tell you what PSA will grade it. I can tell you I don't think it's viewed as a defect. It's game worn. If it had dirt on it, it wouldn't be a defect. It has a wrinkle because it's a piece of game used memorabilia. Unfortunately, I'm not willing to go that low on the price. I appreciate your interest and wish you the best of luck. So you gotta kill him with kindness. You know what I'm saying? And then this guy I'm on Collects, which is a card selling app, which I use basically for like a database for all my cards. And so the guy sends me an offer. I have a Ronald Acuna Jr. rookie card up for like $15. The guy sends me an offer for $8. That I didn't even counter. I just said decline. Then he sends me a message. He says no counter. I said your first offer was basically 50% off my asking price. We were so far off I didn't bother to counter. And the guy goes, okay, thumbs up.
Yeah.
I don't usually.
I hate people like that. They're like, oh, how dare you not counter? It's like, well, you're hitting me at half off. Like, I didn't want to waste
I
time.
counter 90% of the time I send counter offers. Like even if it's like questionably low balling. But like when we're like at a $15 item and you're sending me an $8 offer, like I don't really have that much room to do much better than, what the asking price is. I maybe like $13.50. like it's, and then what, I'm gonna send you a $13.50 offer and then you're gonna counter with $9 and then we're gonna be sitting here for the next 2 hours going back and forth. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yep. I'll hit them with I usually am willing to negotiate, but I don't consider offers at 50% off.
I remember you and I having a conversation about that when we were together last summer.
Yep, I don't even consider it. Like if you want to come back close with something a little bit higher, we can start negotiating there. But 50% off, I'm not even going to consider it.
Yeah.
But I'd say it nicely, like you said. I hit it as nice as possible.
Yeah, that's like my guy over the my guy yesterday. He's just like he's telling me I used him because I didn't. He was telling me what some of the saws I had were, and we were supposed to make a deal, and didn't hear from him for 3 weeks. Now I decide to list the items, and he's mad because they're listed and he didn't get his deal. Like, go somewhere, dude.
Right.
I'll be honest. Usually, if it's a half off like that, I don't like to counter as much because usually those are the people that even if they do, you come to an agreement and sell it, they're the ones that are going to be the most picky and the most pain in the rear about it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I,
Those are the ones that you're going to get the neutral or the bad feedback.
or they're gonna fish. They're gonna try to get that discount by saying, "Oh, it didn't match. Can you give me?" After
Yep.
they get it and say, "Hey, can you give me a partial refund since you said this?" And yeah, I know. Yep,
Oh, yep.
they're gonna try to get it on the back end.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, the color wasn't exactly what it was supposed to be, or something like that. Yeah. I got a really cool piece of clothing, very vintage clothing. This, or maybe last week, or yeah, last week. Check this out.
Oh, did I tell you guys about the soccer jersey I found?
Which
No.
one?
The vintage Peruvian Premier like Peruvian League soccer jersey. I went to the thrift store and I just the only thing I bought. I saw it and I was like, this looks like legit. So like I looked up the brand and the brand is apparently they were one of the biggest manufacturers of South American and Central American soccer
What was the
jerseys.
brand?
Palmer, Polmer.
Oh yeah.
And there's none listed, none sold, nothing, nowhere. But if you ever find soccer jerseys, there's a really dope website called Football Kit Archive, and the website has like every soccer jersey from like every year across the world. It's crazy. It's
Wow.
fantastic for research. And so I found the jersey on there. It turned out to be like a from like 1993 or something like that. And some of the similar jerseys in that era, same manufacturer, same team, but completely different design, were selling for like hundreds of dollars. So I listed
Wow.
it for like 150. I already got a watcher on it right now, so we'll see. But like I paid $4 for it. Only thing I bought at the thrift store, one item. That was it.
That's crazy.
But I thought I'd share that website because it's like soccer jerseys can bring good money if you guys can find them and you don't know what they are. Like that website is helpful. I
Oh yeah.
always like Google, and it always comes up too. Generally, when I Google Lens it, like that website will come up.
Oh, train post pickers. Yeah, gotta love that. I had that one actually happen recently. I had one of those special devices for people that are mute that they're able to type out and it vocalizes for them and stuff. So I had a guy message. I had up for like $1,300, and I had a guy go, "Oh, that's got old software. I know because I used one. It's only worth $300." I'm like, no, nah. So I just flat out denied, shut down, and then literally 2 days later, got purchased at full price.
Yeah, that
Like,
happens sometimes.
Tim, do
I mean,
you?
I don't mind it. The good news about the lowball offer is at least it seems to get more eyes on the items. So,
Yep.
I got this for free the other day.
What is it?
nice.
It's a bunch of football cards. Apparently, this guy was a huge David Garrard fan.
Oh yeah, old quarterback for the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yeah, he has all his like rookie authentic. Apparently, so he played for ECU. That's why this guy had it.
Yeah.
So he's got his ECU.
Did you get that from out in the buildings, Eric?
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. I cleaned up there yesterday, like a couple more things. I found a Wii in the
Did
box.
you?
Yeah,
Nice. What one was that one in? What container?
the clothing container. Yeah, more
Yeah.
more.
I unfortunately in that container, besides the few pieces of clothes I found, I also found certain adult items that had been used too.
Hello.
Nice.
Yeah.
I ran across a few of those.
Yeah, both the male and the female ones.
Yep.
It was quite interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. Interesting stuff. Like storage units, right?
Yeah.
And Jeff
What
Blake
what
is the
what
other
was
guy.
funny though is I found one of them and I was like, oh, oh. And there's a lady in there. She's like, "Oh, what'd you find? Something good?" I'm like, "No, no, not good." She's like, "Well, you got to tell me." So I had to figure out the best way to, you know, PG tell her what I had just discovered.
All right, take a look at this. This is a 19. It was vintage. Vintage sorority sweater from Alpha Kappa Alpha,
Champion.
older than Champion.
Ooh,
It's a sorority sweater from Alpha Kappa Alpha from Washington D.C. First off, peep the tag,
Jeez, bro.
dang.
okay? Then
Oh, is that the same company that makes the pennants?
might be.
Over a little bit.
This is Chicago Knitting Mills. But look,
Jeez.
Dang.
Oh wow.
That is
and
a
it's like
lot.
Washington, look at that.
Does it have a date on it
University,
anywhere?
University of District of Columbia.
Wow.
UDC.
I have a friend that might want that. Man.
It,
I'm
it's
saying.
got the patches on the arms, but then the back is crazy. This big old embroidery and everything like that.
That's pretty crazy.
That's fresh out of Greece, bro.
Rootin' tootin'.
Well, hey, the last one on Etsy that was like this, but didn't have like crazy stuff, sold for $350.
Woo.
What?
So
Nice.
yeah, pretty crazy. I was like, I saw it sitting there, and I thought it was like a, like a sheen piece. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, but I was like, but then I saw some of like a patch. I'm like, wait a minute, and then I was like, right when it was coming out, I just grabbed it. I was like, yep, all right, we'll figure this out. You know what I'm saying? You know what you're like kind of looking at, but you don't know, but you know to like we've done this so long, you're like, just pick that up. I know this is something crazy, you know?
Yep. Listen, and I knew that with the way that you started the conversation, I knew that that's where you were going to go with it, and that's why I mentioned the soccer jersey because, like, sometimes like you just in your gut, you just know.
Yeah, like you
It's
can't
like this is
just stand
too.
there
This
and
is too.
confident.
It's
You
too
know what I'm
off the
saying?
wall to know. Like it's just
Yeah.
it's so out there. You know, like sometimes it's like if you find something and there's no examples of it, like you almost have to pick it up
Yeah,
because it's like sometimes being the only listing is better than having a data of solds.
yeah. What have I said for years?
For years, I know.
You create the comp. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like,
See, that's what I got that one shirt, the always watching shirt, Cernoch. I just can't decide if I actually want to sell it
yeah,
or what to do with it. But I know there's none out there like it, so I'm like,
yeah. So it's like I'd always tell people, step out your comfort zone sometimes. That it might be clothing, it might be glass, it might be tools, but it might be something just completely different. But you never know when you come across it. Like Leroy, how many times have you come across a tool that you're like, yo, I don't know what this is, but this looks crazy, and I've seen stuff like similar stuff like this go crazy before. So I'm just gonna buy it, no questions
Every
asked.
weekend. Every weekend.
Right? Like Jimmy, same thing with toys, right?
Yep.
You could come across like, what is this crazy, Japanese weird figure? This looks like it's from the 70s. Just because you don't know what it specifically is or what it's worth, you got to pick it up.
Yep. 100%.
You
Yep.
got to pick it up.
See, I don't know, Garage Sale Nation, for me, the difference is like, if you're lowballing at garage sale and that kind of stuff, like, but it's first, like, lowballing on eBay is kind of like, going to Walmart and being like, hey, I want it for this price. Like, it's different because it's a retail atmosphere versus just kind of a
I'll lowball on
giving
eBay if
away
I'm trying to buy
atmosphere.
something. I'll be straight up honest with you. I
Do
actually
you?
encourage others to do the same. Like I got Tim to get something the other week. It's like,
Wait,
See,
is
I
this
can't.
like,
See, I can't. On eBay, like, I won't lowball people. I'll be like, hey, if they got more than I want to spend, I'll be like, well, I'll just move on or find it somewhere
hey,
else.
but
Like,
you never know because think about yourself, right? All right, you've already self-admitted that you've took lowball offer over the
that's
weekend,
kind of
right?
true.
All right,
you're
so
not wrong.
how many
That is
people
true.
in the chat right now and here have you taken a lowball offer because you were having a bad day on eBay? You're just like, whatever, let it go.
Once a
Yeah.
week.
Absolutely. So
Once
when
a
I'm
day.
shopping on eBay, I was like, I pray this dude's having a bad day. Click.
I will tell you. I'm not. I'm pretty good. I'm not really like a low baller, but I do it the way all y'all heads popped
Man,
up.
I seen you lowball parking. What are you talking
I do it. I do it in a very I do it in a very respectful way. I'm not like a nasty low baller. I'm
Can I
a very
respectfully
nice,
pay half of what you're
fun,
asking, sir?
I know you.
loving,
Yeah, you make people
spirited
laugh.
low baller.
That's
Jimmy,
why.
I've been with
Hey,
Jimmy and
that's why
I.
Tim wears the sleeveless fishing jacket. He's like, man, I ain't got much.
Hey, 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 Eric. Eric, you've thrifted with all of us. Who is the person that's least amount to ask for something cheaper?
Oh no, not me.
Out of us,
Yeah.
that
At
would
least
be Leroy.
yeah. Yep. I'll
In
just
fact,
walk
Leroy,
away.
I'm always fussing at him. I was like, bro, why don't you ask for the discount?
I'll just walk away.
I'll be honest. I'd probably say I am definitely a low baller on the
Ox is
garage
pretty.
sales.
He's pretty tough. Like sometimes he makes me shake my head a little bit.
I've
I'll
definitely
ask.
had Eric shake his head multiple times. Like, dude, that was a steal. You had to lowball him further.
Yeah, we have a competition about like that stuff. I always, but if someone calls me on it, I was like, dude, I had to ask. Like,
That's what I
Exactly.
say.
Right?
it's a garage sale. Like, you gotta ask.
I'll ask once, but that's it. Not Eric.
Man,
Eric
I
will
just stay
keep
and wear
going
them
until
down.
you.
Like, that's what I do.
Yes,
I
he
just
will
wear them.
wear
Exactly.
you down. Me and Cernoch were outside. We're wasting time here. There is not a deal, and Eric is still trying to make a deal 20 minutes later.
Oh, I'll do
Hey,
that out
more
in
times
Charlotte
than not,
sometimes.
though. More times than not, my batting average is pretty good. I have got shut down hard a few times, but yeah, there's been a couple places, man. I was like, dude, if I can't get couldn't get them to come off of nothing.
Right?
Of course, I also take it as a personal challenge, like to try to get something cheaper.
Joe Deals, my mom wants to know. My mom is texting me and writing in the chat. Ma Dukes wants to know about your tarot cards.
What?
Like,
So, funny
hold on.
story. This guy who I was just talking about with the card, he just he just sent me a message. Said,
Oh,
Tim, I'll take the card. My grandson said that he didn't care if I got it graded. As soon as I get home, I'll accept your offer. I don't remember what offer I sent him.
Look at that, dude. See, we're making people happy. We're making people smile, Tim.
Right, listen. I can't. There's a lot of things I'm not good at, but apparently I can make people smile, and I'll take that as a victory in the life of defeats.
We got big news. We got big news here at Cernochsconnection. Well, not big news, but we have a little announcement.
Are you pregnant?
We have an no. I have a international buyer from Japan.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Next week on I think Tuesday at 5:30, but like in the evening though.
Oh.
Yeah. So, and apparently, I may have a second Japanese buyer coming because the first guy reached out to me. Well, another guy from Japan reached out to my boy Jeremy, West Virginia Vintage, and was asking about if he knew anybody like that's close to him because he's gonna go shop at his place. And he goes, "Yeah, I've got this other guy, so I might have two Japanese buyers coming to buy stuff this month."
Cernoch, if you need to re-up, I think I may have a huge deal down at Charlotte this time. This guy reached out to my friend Thomas out here, and he was like, "Hey, I see you got a fair amount of stuff. Do you buy like big amounts of stuff?" And he's like, "Well, not me really, but I got a friend that's going out towards you in Charlotte." So he sent the guy my way. Guy sends me pictures. He's like, "I want to sell like quantity of like certain categories." Like, okay, he's like, "Yeah, I got about 3,000 hats from 1970s to 2000." I was like, "Yeah, okay." He's like, "Probably about 4,000 t-shirts in the same range." I'm like,
"Jeez."
Okay. Yeah, and he sent me pictures, and it's just like the tall pallet racking, and it's literally the pallet rack is just full.
Oh my
I'm like,
goodness.
yeah, I was like, I don't know how I'm going to get all that back, but I may be doing district shows nightly for the next couple months just to get room, just to get my trailer cleared out.
We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
I want to say we're only like 4.5 hours south of you,
I know, right?
You could come down and stay in Eric's Airbnb.
Right? So we'll see what happens with this guy, and
yeah,
hopefully they buy some stuff. I'm gonna be like, all they said because I asked them because I mean I don't know if he's using a translator or whatever, but I was like, just let you know, you're not gonna be coming here and like finding like 3D emblem Harley, and like all kind of like crazy stuff. He goes, no. He goes, I've looked at what you have. I like the old military stuff. I like the old hunting stuff. I'm like, yeah, I'm your guy. I'm your guy. Come on. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if he, so we'll see.
Maybe you could just sell your whole store, all your inventory.
Right?
Just clear it out,
Back it up.
You got any offers on district on your full store yet?
I actually did. Kevin sent me a $20 offer.
You just told us low ballers.
Right?
Oh shoot.
I thought about it for a little bit, and I was like,
that's funny.
Maybe he was maybe Kevin was like just talking about like a payment plan. He wanted to come on. You know what I'm saying? $20 every week.
Hey, just like a car. We
Yeah.
just want to keep it in your budget, so it'll be $20 a week for 78 weeks.
I'm gonna put him on a 235 month payment plan.
Yeah, $5 a month. What's going on, Trading Post?
Packing up orders. And it's like I did all these district shows, sold all these clothes at the flea market. I feel like there's like a little opening, but not as much as I wanted to see.
This is fun. I'm finding where all this stuff goes.
Jimmy, I haven't talked to you in a while. Any crazy finds lately?
I had a good good GI Joe find. I had no GI Joes. I had like none, and now I have a whole shelf full of
Oh, nice.
the the Ara, the 3.75.
Yeah.
I got the twins, Zamat and Cernochs. I got Destro. I got Monkey Wrench. I got refrigerator Perry's up there. I bought like 28 of them for $40.
Oh, nice.
Dude, what about those shirts that you found, Jimmy? What was that, Pantera, and what was the other one?
Oh yeah, I still got to go through those. Those are still sitting out in the pile. I had that auction that was amazing. Did you guys see that?
I did not.
It was a live auction, and I went down there because I knew they had a rack full of clothes, right?
Yeah.
I got to actually go through that the other stuff on that rack. But like usually at the live auction they'll be like, whatever you bid, and then you get to pick as many as you want at that price, right? And so that like there were five Carhartts on the rack, all in these jackets, the jackets, all on that rack. And so usually like it's when they roll the card out, they like your choice after you bid, right? So I was like,
Yeah.
well,
Dutch auction.
I'm gonna go at least $40, $50 because of Carhartts, and I'll pick out all the Carhartts.
Yeah.
One of them was worth like $280. And so they roll the card out and they go, "There's too many clothes on here. We're not gonna do winner's choice. You're buying the whole rack." And I was like, "Okay." So I'm like expecting this sucker to go high, right? And I'm in on the bidding. I won that whole rack of clothes for $65.
Yo!
Wow.
5 Carhartts on there. One's a navy blue Detroit. Like, there's a camouflage one in there. That camo one's worth like $280.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And yeah, I got the whole, and I got a bunch, and it's all vintage clothes now. Like, there's permapress from like this. It might be late '60s, '70s stuff in there. Like nothing spectacular, all button up stuff, but it's all '70s and or older stuff on there. Except for the Carhartts were more modern.
That's
All the
awesome.
button ups. There was another good brand on there that I had never heard of. I got to go through those clothes a little bit more though. But yeah, the Carhartts, man, 5 of them
$5.
for 60. And yeah, I couldn't even believe it. I was just like, "There's no way!" Like I'm sitting there, Sonia's sitting next to me, and I'm just whispering, "Did that just happen? Like, did I just?" I was like, "There's no way that just happened!" Like I got that whole rack of clothes for $65.
Well, sometimes it's good because that's not where the clothing buyers are normally.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That's the thing where
I've
you can
noticed it in
buy.
the past. That's why I went. I noticed not a lot of people bidding on clothes there.
Yeah.
So when I saw that rack, I was like, I'm going because of that. Like, there was a bunch of really high dollar RC cars at that one. People were spending. I mean, we're talking. One guy spent like $900 on an RC boat that was worth $3,000. Like it was crazy.
Did somebody say RC?
Right? Yeah. It was, I mean, there was probably 40 or 50 of these giant race boats. Like they were huge.
Yeah.
And I was pricing them, and I was like, "Oh, this one's that's a." Sonya's like, "That's a $3,000 boat." I was like, "Yeah, that's a three
Oh
thousand
yeah.
dollars boat." And there was
I've been tempted.
multiple that. What's up?
I've been tempted. There's been one that popped up on Facebook Marketplace down here recently. 9-foot RC boat. I was
Wow.
like, yeah, the thing's huge. It's like dual electric motors. I was like, you literally need a big old
You
pond
can
just to
ride
play
it.
with
Just
that
hop
thing.
on.
And it's $300. I was like, man,
Yeah.
that has to be a steal for that.
I did
Oh,
buy some. I bought some wheels because they also had cart trucks. I bought a bunch of 4x4 wheels all in the bag still, and
Those
a
are good.
old Chevy shell. I bought all that. I paid up for that because I was already doing so good on the car hearts. I was like, you know what? I'll spend a little bit extra on these
right?
parts.
You get a
Leroy,
little
you'll be
loose with
proud.
it.
Speaking of RC, it's been exactly a year since I picked up all those RC cars
I
out of
saw it on
Charlotte.
your I saw it on your page. You finally
Yeah,
started
I mean,
listing them.
I
Yeah.
finally started listening. It's because I had to get the toy hauler cleared out so I could take it to Charlotte this week.
I,
So
I
I had
still
to get the
I
rest of
stalk
it.
half of you guys uh on eBay.
I figured, I was like, oh, Leroy's going to be proud that after a year I'm finally
Yeah,
doing
I
something
saw
with
it
it.
the other day. You posted a bunch of them. You posted like
Yeah.
what, almost 20, 30 items.
Yeah.
Dude, that I did some plain stuff. I was at the flea market a couple weeks ago, and this lady had this box she saved for me, and I got this plain stuff, and any plain parts, any of that stuff, guys. They don't make that
Crazy.
stuff anymore. Yeah,
Yeah.
even if you see it, like I buy this little cheap thing, this little these little cheap helicopters. I'll buy them, and I'll put it in a box, and I'll still get $20 for it because somebody's broken something on it, and there's no parts.
I want to tell a little story about that, like because Leroy's 100% right. I have a friend in Colorado when I lived out there who was wanting to become a reseller, and but his hobby is flying those airplanes, right? And he was telling me, "Oh, that market's dead," because all he did was in person. He used to be part owner of a store and stuff. He's like, "We had to close our store down." And I'm like, "Nah," I told him, "Not on eBay, not on eBay."
No.
Guess
Right?
what? He is now a full time reseller, flipping those kind of parts and that kind of
Vintage
stuff on eBay.
parts.
And he's like unbelievable. He can't even believe how well he's doing
Yep.
on there flipping that stuff.
Yep.
You literally saved his business, huh?
I mean, he had done that years ago. He had taken a job. That's how I met him. I worked with him when I worked at that company before I went to eBay. Before I went full time on eBay, and that's how I met him. And he saw what I was doing, and he was asking me all kinds of questions about it. And I was like, "Dude, you know airplanes? That's your niche. Go into it." And he's like, "No, that
Yep.
market's dead. Like he was literally, it's dead. It's dead."
No. No.
And he is killing it now. Literally,
There's a guy I follow, and Justin knows this. There's a guy I follow on YouTube, and he goes to these auctions, and he will buy all these smashed up cars, and he has like a crew of 8 people, and they'll go and they'll take that car apart,
yeah.
and he puts it on eBay, and this guy, I mean, and then whatever he doesn't sell, he crushes it and scraps the metal. But like
Yeah.
he'll buy an Audi that's 4 years old, where it's hard to get parts for it, and make a killing, even if he's spending 8 grand for the Audi.
Yeah, see, even that even works on the RC though. I actually had
Oh
I was out in an auto swap meet this weekend, a little small local one, and some guy had a bunch of RC cars, and I couldn't come to a deal. Someone else did, but they only took what they wanted and left the rest. So I went up and talked to the guy, and he's like, "Well, the person already paid for it. They left these. Just take it." And then there was like some of the old school like Bigfoot bodies and stuff,
forget about it.
completely destroyed, right?
Yep.
But I looked it up. They still had the plastic fenders on, or the plastic bumpers on them. The bumper for that Bigfoot body
Yes.
is
Yes.
$50 on eBay,
I used to
just for
sell
the
the
little
tires.
bumper. I was like,
I used to sell the tires and rims on them.
Yep.
Yep.
yeah,
Anything RC, man. Yeah.
But if
But
you don't know about that stuff, guys, please comp it first. It's not these little cheap ones that you see. They're gonna look like a real car. Yeah, they're gonna look
And
like a
even be
real car.
careful because the small parts aren't that expensive. So if you're buying the small parts, make sure you get mass quantities of it.
Yep.
But speaking of, I'm still working on trying to get that RC store buyout down near
Really?
me too, Leroy. Yeah, I'm still working on it. I can't quite get the guy to come to what I want for his stuff, but I think a few more months of him paying rent, I'll just hold that stuff and he'll finally decide.
To just give up?
I might just do the Eric method, just keep bothering them, and eventually they'll be like, "How do we get rid of this guy?"
Oh man, I feel like I gotta open up these. I gotta make sure all these weapons are in here. Dang it, I don't want to. I gotta make sure I'm not missing any. Cause I got cards. Oh, here, it's right here on the end. Good. Oh, there it is. All right,
All right, I got a great April Fool's story
oh boy.
because I basically April Fooled myself this morning.
Oh
It
no!
was fun.
So listen to this. We wake up, got the kids, take them. I'm taking them to their mom's house for school. I drop off, Cohen and Thatcher. I leave. I leave around 7 a.m. Okay, Thatcher doesn't have to get on the bus until like 8 o'clock. So I leave. I live like 20 minutes, 25 minutes away. So I come back home. I'm starting to get my
Where
stuff
the
set up for the
sunglasses?
day. All right. It's 7:55. I get a phone call. It's Thatcher. Dad, I left my backpack in your car. I am so sorry. I'm like, no. That means I gotta drive all the way back to school to drop his
Gotcha.
backpack off. All right. So I'm just like, play it cool. It's fine. He
That's a
hasn't
great.
forgotten it in a long time. Don't ruin your day. Don't ruin his day. Okay. So I'm like, I'll drop it off at school. So I'm going down the street. Boom, boom, boom. Get to the school. I see the buses like are coming in. So I go up to the front area. I talked to them like, hey, they're like, oh, his bus has I said I'm looking for bus 420. I want to give my son the backpack.
Nah.
They were like, his bus hasn't right. I know. They're like, oh, that one hasn't come yet. It's in the next. It's in the next the line. I'm like, all right, cool. I'll just wait here. So I'm waiting. The bus pulls up. All the kids start getting out. Thatcher's not on the bus. I'm like, what's going on? So I'm like, I go in the office, and they're like, I'm like, yeah, this is for my son. They're like, what's his name? Thatcher Cernoch. And they're like, oh yeah, okay, Thatcher. And they're like, what teacher? I'm like, oh, and I say the teacher's name. They're like, oh, I see what's going on. They're like, hey, Dad, Thatcher doesn't go to the school anymore. He's over at Mill Creek Elementary, or he's at the intermediate school, not the elementary school. I was at the wrong school. I was at his old school, just going through the habits because when he's left his backpack, I've gone to that school. I've never gone to his new school when he's left his back. So my brain was just like, that morning. So I'm just like, okay, I'm dumb. So I left, went to the other school and dropped the backpack off. I'm just freaking myself out for no reason. And I'm like, oh, I'm at the wrong school this morning. That's a little bit why I was late this morning too.
Oh.
Hi guys.
What's going on?
Hello.
I was watching the live in my eye doctor appointment, and I have to report it's just 6 dudes loafing.
Right?
I'm photographing.
You may look like you're working, but your ears are loafing. Everyone's loafing on these.
Right? Exactly. All right, that's one box out. All right. I'm packing. I'm shipping today.
There
So,
you go.
yay.
All right,
Fun.
I'm probably going to drop out so we could drive home, and then I'll drop back in later.
All right,
Oh, we
Justin. Hey,
pick up
thanks for
at
coming
auction.
by.
That's true.
See you guys.
It's good to hang out with y'all.
Heck
See you.
yeah. Later, bro. All
Later.
right, let's see if we can get this. Loafs. Morning, Kelly. No, it's not vintage moonshine. No. If I gave any hints, I'd give it away. But Leroy was supposed to bring his box.
Leroy. It's all right, Leroy.
It's all right, Leroy.
That's his April Fool's joke. That's Leroy's April Fool's
Right?
joke. That's all.
All right, let's see what this is going to cost.
Going.
That's not bad. I think I'm going to go with that. Yeah, we're going to go with that. Wait, is that right? 20 pounds, 18 by 16 by 12. Yeah, 20 bucks. Heck yeah, we're going to use that.
Anybody want some? That's old dice.
Print that. There we go. Okay, that's done.
I got a whole nother tub of this stuff.
All right, guys. Trying to get some building material delivered and
Spider web all over.
no good.
Oh, man.
It's like you got to talk to 15 different people.
Right?
Try to order it through the computer to Lowe's, and they're like, we can't deliver this item or this item. I was like,
Just ask about Tim ordering his thing from Lowe's. You know what I'm saying? How they gave him the runaround.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm going to end up having to go over there this afternoon, to be honest. So,
that's never fun.
Nah. One of those things. The guy said he's there to report. I think my schedule today is 2:40 on the giveaway train.
What time's mine?
Let me look at me.
I'm at 220. Cernoch, you're at 230.
And is that on commons?
Yep, you're on commons.
Now, we're just giving stuff away, right?
Yeah, it don't matter what it is.
Oh, so you this is, and then Eric,
I'm at
240 on Digit Sports.
On sports, yeah.
Oh, so it's gonna be you, then me, then Eric.
No. Mike is.
It's only 5 minutes. Only 5 minutes giveaway.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You're rating into Carrie on Dibdit.
I'm rating into Dan in demand. Carrie's rating into me.
Right, cool.
Can't take Leroy anywhere. Who's talking about that? Colby. Maybe my pop told me a package from Cernoch showed up at the shed today. I'm not at home right now though. Don't worry about it, Kevin. You're not the only one that don't have a
Yeah, don't worry
phone.
about it. Hey, so everyone that got a package, Jimmy, I'm sorry.
No, I'm good.
You
Hey,
did,
I'm
you did
Mr.
not.
Inconsistent.
Well, how about this? If they next week when if they open them, and you would like something, let me know.
All right. That's too kind.
Tim's. I saw he had his X-ray glasses out earlier. I think he was trying to figure out what was in that box.
Right?
I
Can
put it through the CT scanner like the sports cards people.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Took it to the airport.
do they really do that, Tim?
Yeah, it's a big it's a big controversy in the hobby. There's a
Can they
company
tell
that
all the
literally will do
cards?
it for you.
Can they tell all the cards, or can they just tell the top card?
Maybe top and bottom.
So they can only use it. They use it on
Oh, like the one of one cases.
They use it on high end products. So where
Yeah.
products that don't have a lot of cards in the boxes,
Mm-hmm.
and from there they can tell. They can tell what cards are in there.
So do they just roll in with an X-ray machine to the card shop, or
It's
what?
not even an X-ray machine; it's a CAT scan.
Yeah. They've got these mini CAT scans that are portable now that you can do that with.
So what do they do? Just order the product, then don't open it, and send it back if they don't got the stuff.
There's a lot of different things. It's a wild industry, man.
How do you explain to your buddy? How do you explain to your buddy? Hey, I got an idea. Let's,
Hear me out. Hear me out.
hey, Tim, I got an idea. Let me tell you something. You know what I was thinking? Like, how do
Those
you do that?
conversations are happening all the time.
Bro,
I
there are men inside the there are men inside of the Targets and the Walmarts wearing Crocs and jorts, and they have a scale, and they'll sit there and they'll weigh all the boxes of cards in the store.
I've
so
seen videos. I've seen
the gold leafs weigh more. Like the leaf would be way more.
Well, or like the ones that have autos or patches in them will weigh a little bit more.
Yeah, they did that with Pokemon cards too. Like the holographic ones weighed a little bit more than
A cheap detector from Harbor Freight can tell you hits in Pokemon packs.
Bro, I will tell you, the Pokemon world is insane. I was at the card show this weekend, and every single table that had Pokemon cards, there you couldn't even get to the table.
He said he's x-rayed bats before to check for forking.
Huh.
Hey, so Tim, are you getting an affiliate link for the CT scanner?
No. Let me tell you, we talk about this in the podcast that comes out tomorrow. I accidentally bought a fake card at the card show this weekend.
What?
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah, it's done really well. Like it has the logos, everything.
Yeah, some fakes.
I thought it was. I thought I came up on like $100 card.
All right, good. So I should tell Thatcher, don't feel bad for getting scammed at the flea market for buying fake Pokemon cards.
See, that's the one thing that scares me the most about learning Pokemon. It's so many fakes in Pokemon.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So bad. And you know what the thing is? Like I bought a binder, it was mixed with fakes and real, so like I couldn't even like. So
Well,
these kids that are buying them, they don't even know they're buying them. They're not doing it on purpose. Some of them.
Yeah, exactly.
But see, I bought fake Pokemon cards for Cohen way back in the day because he wanted all like the really good Pokemon cards that if I would have amassed this collection, it would have been like $5,000 in cards. But I ordered just the fakes off of Wish.com and they all came in. And he was happy for that time. Now he goes, Dad, you bought me fake cards. And I explained to him, like, yeah, bro, because those would have been like I'm not buying you, the crazy cards.
Yeah, it's crazy. The only thing I bought fake purposely was Pokemon Game Boy games back in the day.
Oh yeah.
I legit ordered them from one of those websites
I
from
need to
China.
I gotta go find some more.
Yeah, I legit ordered them. And there's other things I bought fake that was like those stupid red velvet Nikes
Right.
that looked good on the exterior until you checked them, and then they said negative.
That's gonna be a no.
Then I've bought fakes a few times where I just didn't look close enough. Remember when I had those two shoes? I never looked at the other one. And
Yeah.
Jordan's leg was like a mile longer than his other one. It was great.
Oh, that's funny.
The other pair looked pretty good. I flipped that when I got them home. I went to list them. I'd never even looked at the other shoe. When I went to list them, I was like, flip the shoe around. I was like, something ain't right here.
I remember when Eric showed me that. I'm like, yo, Eric, Jordan never did that move.
Leg growth. I mean,
That's
he was a pretty amazing basketball player. I don't think
Those-
he grew his leg.
You said the legs were really long on him.
One was below. You know how typically, like on shoes. Actually, I got. Of course, this is a little baby shoe.
Those
But
were the Wembenyama.
you know how like typically like the legs end like here
Yeah.
on a shoe. Dude, one of his leg was down below here. It went down below the sole.
That's hilarious, bro.
Yeah. I was like, well, maybe next time I should look at both. Hey, Jennifer Hayes in the building. Good to see you, Jennifer Hayes. Kelly, good to see you. Should have brought some cards with me when I had my CAT scan for my golf pattern. That's crazy. Brandon asked, Caitlin Clark debut? Question mark. I assume that's for you, Tim. Was that the card that you thought you had?
Has her stuff died off, or is it still like hype?
Bro, they just sold the most expensive Caitlin Clark card ever
Oh, did they?
a couple days ago for $355,000.
Oh, wow.
Gee, man.
Okay.
But if you get there's a whole new wave of women basketball players that are like gonna put up those sort of numbers. Juju Watkins is a sophomore. She tore her ACL though in the Sweet 16, which sucks. But she's gonna like demolish numbers. She's a sophomore in USC, and she has a life-size billboard Nike in downtown LA. Like, if you would have told somebody that 5-10 years ago, they would have said you were crazy. A lot of these girls are getting their own shoes now too. But the next one, who's going to be the number one pick in the draft upcoming, Paige Buchers, or I always say Buchers, but it's I forget how you say her last name. It's either Buckers or Buchers.
Buchner or something like that.
I've been watching her play since she was like 12. She was one of the first girls I ever seen, like young, have like an internet mixtape. And she was like playing with grown men and just giving them the business.
Yeah.
And she had some bad injuries too, but she's a senior now at UConn. She just dropped 40 points in the Elite 8 game. Like, she's going crazy in the tournament right now. So she's going to be the number one draft pick, and her stuff is going crazy right now.
So
Like,
the trailer said she just signed a big shoe deal.
yeah, and so she just had a one of her cards sold this time last year for like $3,000, and I think the same card just sold a couple weeks ago for like $35,000.
Wow.
So that's a $32,000 increase in 1 year.
That's kind of crazy.
It's crazy.
But there's so many like really really good talented women basketball players right now.
Out of UConn. Dude, it's pretty crazy to think about like stuff like that. Like how that stuff's worth so much money. Like it's insane to me.
I'm telling you, I've been saying it for a while now. I just women's sports is a great investment right now. Anything women's sports is a great investment.
A
The
big picture,
the
absolutely. Like that's how I feel about it. Like it's wild, dude. Who's paying
the
to give them?
the women's sports revenue in the last calendar year was like $3.5 billion or something like that. Like women's sports is insane right now. Soccer, basketball, like all that stuff. Like even some of the other like college sports. Like, have you ever seen like a Nebraska women's volleyball team, like volleyball game? Like that stuff
So my
is
nephew goes to Nebraska, and he actually does some like he's in like sports communication. So he actually gets to do some of their games and stuff. And
Oh, sweet.
yeah,
it's like going to an NFL game.
yeah, they had the most highly attended volleyball game in history. Like
Yeah, they did it outside in the
at the
the
football
football stadium. It
stadium.
was like 50,000 plus
Yeah,
people or something like
yeah,
that.
yeah. I think they said like 63 or something like that. It was huge. Yeah, like yeah, it's and that's wild. I mean, volleyball. I mean, it's kind of crazy because like my daughter played volleyball in college, and watching women's volleyball, like men's volleyball is fun to watch, but men's volleyball is a lot of the volley don't last very long. Like usually someone's getting smoked pretty quick. Like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'd say like, but the women's volleyball, like there's a lot of rallying going on, man. Like there's a lot of like, yeah, back and forth. The volley sometimes takes longer. It gets just more intense as it goes on. So like I really enjoy watching college women's, especially being a volleyball dad. Like you know, already being around it quite a bit. Some of the stuff they can do is pretty amazing. I can tell you, like I've went on the court with my daughter's volleyball team before, like college team. No, sir. That thing is coming fast, bro. That's a good way to embarrass yourself. What it is. So, is this a good time to sell all my Pokemon cards? Question mark. Chat.
I would, yeah. The Pokemon market is booming right now.
Paige had 30 points or more every game so far in the tournament.
Yep.
It's pretty crazy. Yeah, it's pretty wild. So you just need to go get an X-ray scanner and start scanning college and WNBA, huh?
Oh.
Yeah, I guess the card game is pretty much like stock mixed with gambling. It's like you get that investment versus hey, I'm just gonna throw some money at it, see what happens here.
That's why I do what I do, because it's so low risk.
Yeah.
Like I have no business buying $100, $1,000 cards. The other thing about that is too is like people, like you can get that stuff in a pack and you can make, that's how you win, right? But you gotta have boundaries. You can't just go opening boxes all. Then you're not gonna make money. You're losing
Hey,
money.
that's like bringing your ATM card into the casino. That's what
Yeah.
that is.
And then because like you see these people who are like the big time influencers in the hobby,
Yeah.
and they buy like they spend like $1,000 on a card to sell it for like 10.50, and it's like I can't do that. I have no business doing that.
So
Right?
you think about guys like that though too. Like you know that someone's floating a bankroll on those guys. Like somebody's
Oh yeah,
involved.
dude. I see these kids. Ask Jimmy. Jimmy was with us at National last year.
Dude,
Jimmy's seen it firsthand.
breaking out
It's
some
wild.
cases. They're carrying these locked cases around. Those, I mean, the money that's in those, the value in those cases is
Hundreds of thousands of dollars.
yeah, and he's 14.
Oh, Jimmy, I saw one of the kids
Do they have bodyguards?
that was that was sitting down with us at the table at trade night at National. I saw him at the card show this weekend
That's
in
cool.
Maryland.
Do
It
they
was
have bodyguards?
hilarious.
No, they're just walking around. I mean, they usually have their dad or mom in the area, but some of them didn't. It's crazy.
Mm.
But like I'll tell you, like for example, I got this card. I got this card on Saturday, right? $1.15 was my total in what I was in for on this card. I listed it last night. It sold this morning for $56.
There you go.
You know, like that's what I'm doing. I'm in the bargain boxes. I'm finding those that slip through the cracks. But I mean, like that's a huge profit on $1 in one day. It took me.
That's why I'm out here picking up David Garrard, man. I'm just kidding.
Oh,
No, I messed with that for a while, but honestly, like the one vice I've ever had in life was gambling, so I have to stay away from it. Just be straight up, because when I was on Whatnot buying cards like every morning, early in the morning, like with that thought in mind, like, hey, I'll get in there on this break. I could hit like big money, and yeah, I never hit big money, but I definitely spent some money early on.
you get the whammies, huh?
Yeah, I was like, hey, how much more?
Big money, no whammies, no whammies.
Dude, I felt like a granny at the slot machine. That's what was going on.
Does, does anybody still have a shot in the bracket?
Man, I was so busy with the baby, I didn't even fill out a bracket for Reseller
Hey,
Fishing Network.
I need to go look at it because I know one thing. I'll just be straight up. My bracket is done. Like done.
I'll tell you the one I filled out one bracket. My mom's old job at the Kennedy Center. They do it every year, and I've been doing it since I was a little kid. And so, like, I did that one bracket. I got all four Final Four teams, but the problem is that a lot of people did, and I didn't do too good in the beginning rounds. Like I had a couple of really bad picks in the first two rounds, and so like there's no way I can win, even though like I have all four Final Four teams. I picked all four Final Four teams correctly. It's only the second time I think all number one seeds have made it to the Final Four.
All right, so I am currently in 5th place. Number 1, there is a 2-way tie, and honestly, I think it's going to end in a 2-way tie because Lisa Durr and Walter Tilton, I'm pretty sure, did the pick the favorites. Let me see if their bracket is identical. Right now, they both have two Final Four teams. Let's see. So Lisa has, Walter has Auburn, Duke, and he has Auburn and Duke in the finals, with Auburn winning the championship.
See, I have Florida and Duke in the championship. Florida winning it all.
Yeah, I'm an anyone but Duke guy, so as a Carolina guy, you can't pull for Duke. That's just,
come on, man.
Some people are like, I pull for them because they're in the ACC. No, bro.
No, I hate Duke with a passion. Duke,
You're not a Carolina fan if you can like
Listen,
Duke.
that's
If
just
you can
like
pull for Duke.
Texas A&M rooting for the Longhorns. Ain't
Yeah.
gonna happen.
How do you not like Cooper Flag though?
Because he
I
plays
like
for
him
Duke.
when he gets drafted to the Wizards.
Man, I'm rooting for him in the NBA.
Of course, you know what I was talking to people about the other day. This is the one thing. I mean, I'm for the NIL as far as players getting their piece of the pie. Like, that's fine. But you know what it's done? There is no loyalty in college sports. That's done.
No.
That's over.
Well, I mean, in
That's
most
just
sports,
thing.
anyways, right?
Yeah. Ship has sailed. It's done.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a girl, I forget who it is. I saw it the other day. She's took 3 teams to the Sweet 16.
Oh, Haley Van Lith. Yeah.
Three different teams.
Yeah, Louisville, TCU, and LSU.
And then you hear about that kid that's going to BYU that the Utah Jazz has already said, "Hey, we'll float some money out your way." BYU, bring him here.
I was just watching that documentary on HBO Max about when the select team beat the dream team, and they were talking about, and Chris Webber was up there talking. And
Yeah,
the first thing he says, like, we're talking about back in the day when there were no traders. Like, these guys hated each other. Like, nobody was going from one team to another. Like,
nope,
back in
nope.
the day, these guys all hated each other, and then now they got to make a team. You know what I mean?
Well, it's crazy
So
when
different now.
between the trade portal, like just being able to jump to another team and play, and the NIL, college sports is like, I
Yeah.
mean, it really, if you're rooting for a team, like your players are probably gonna leave, dude. Like the
Like,
people that you're like, oh man, look, we recruited this kid. Yeah, you recruited him to go somewhere else next year. That's what you did.
over here
Well,
in football, Ohio State, they reset every year. Like, they just completely reset every
Yeah.
year.
Well, you also think about Cinderellas.
Yeah, a lot of like teams that do like those small schools, they go on a run in the tournament. Their head coach goes and leaves and gets a job at a bigger school, and
What
then their best players leave and get NIL money to go play
I,
at
I
another
think you're
school.
gonna, yeah, I think you're gonna start seeing less, because like used to Cinderella stood a shot because you got guys playing for 4 years.
4 years.
I was like, not anymore, bro.
That's why look at the bracket this year.
Yep,
That's why there's no Cinderella team. It was all
chalk.
favorites for
It's
most of
all
the
chalk.
bracket.
Yeah.
well,
Yep.
they were talking about this on this morning show I listened to, not like a local, and I said basically, this is just the effects of hypercapitalism. The moniker of amateur athlete, it's dead. So
Yeah.
we just need to look past that now, because there is no more amateur athletes. That college is basically a tier for the NFL, and the NBA, and when it comes to college sports,
Yeah.
it's completely changed now. With these rulings in the transfer portal, NIL, it completely changed it. It will never be like
Nope.
it was anymore. So it's like, that's what I mean. That's how I think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's unfortunate. Like, I mean, for me growing up, I still maintain that right, there ain't nothing better with old school basketball. Like
Oh, Kent.
jumping platform to platform. Yeah.
I mean, it's I'm laughing, but yeah, like some of the big resellers, like who get money from like whatnot, and then they leave eBay. Yeah, for sure.
I try to switch platforms every decade.
Yeah, right, Leroy. I've known you 10 years, and you have never switched.
Yeah.
I am switching out of tools though. I'm gonna start doing baby clothes.
Yep. Pink yard sales incoming. Leroy at the flea market over there. Yeah, I think so too. I mean, what it does is it destroys your fan base. To be honest, that's what I think is going to start happening.
I miss the days, like, that's what it was used to be about for me. Is like, you had a group of guys that you rooted for every year, and you knew they were running it back next year, and you really like became attached to that team. Those days
Yeah.
are
Yep.
gone. That day is, I mean, I miss that so much with every sport, man. Like, it's hard for me to watch baseball right now because I don't have a team, and baseball, the team is different every year. Like, it's that core group is there.
Oh, well, they're going. The people are losing their minds right now with these torpedo bats.
Oh yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I saw that.
Tools and tots. Tools and tots, Leroy.
Oh my
I
god.
love it. I love it. That's funny.
Colby says vintage Oshkosh overalls, bolos.
Blood, sweat, and and what's and Keds. I don't know.
Yeah.
Dollar bill, y'all. Yeah.
Tools and Tots has good.
Yeah. I
Jimmy,
don't know.
are you coming
I
down?
honestly, I'm not as attached to sports as I used to be for that very reason. It's hard, man. It's hard to, like, I'm watching Caleb Love on his fifth team this year in the tournament. I was like, bro, what are you doing? Like, how do you?
I want to see what Eric said. I want to see. I know it probably never happened, but I want to see an NBA team build a team like the Houston Rockets with Olajuwon and all the role players around him, and see if they can dominate. I want to see if they can win, and if they would dominate. Like I just want to see that. You know what I mean?
Dude, you guys have to watch the podcast episode. I forget what the name of the podcast is, but it's with Matthew Barnes and Steven Jackson,
Old
and
school, like
they had Vernon Maxwell on, and
Yeah.
it was one of the best
Listen,
interviews
I
I've
was
ever
a-
watched.
I was a big Vernon Maxwell fan.
Bro,
Mad Max, dude, he was crazy.
He was
He's
wild.
crazy. They brought him on to. He's going to be a permanent member now. I think of that podcast.
Oh, is
Oh,
he?
yeah.
You have to watch that episode. It is absolutely
I
Oh,
watched
hilarious.
most of some of that stuff.
He
'cause I hear
tells the
that-
story about when Akeem Olajuwon slapped him in the face. Oh my God, he is so awesome to listen to. You
the
will
best
love
one. The best one during that series is when they're talking about dirty players. And dude, Vernon Maxwell said what I've been saying forever. John Stockton,
it. Yep.
dirtiest player.
That was a good. That was so you seen it the when he talks about Jeff Hornacek doing this.
No,
You know, it's crazy at the time. Like, honestly, I could not stand Larry Bird. Like, I really couldn't because I grew up originally loving the Lakers when I was young because of James Worthy and Carolina guy, you know. So I was like, man, so I never liked the Celtics. I never liked Bird. But dude, over the years I've grown to definitely appreciate. Oh man. You watch that dude's clips and then you hear everybody talk about him. I was like, dude, it's not right. It's not right. The stuff he says to face. He was talking. They were talking the other day. Somebody was talking about like they playing the Cavs and they put Craig Elo on him. He's like, dude, are you kidding me? Like what?
Poor Craig Elo, man.
You see it whenever he told him. Yeah. Isaiah was talking about him. Yeah, it's funny, man.
Well, all different, man.
I coached basketball for a while, and all kids know is like LeBron and stuff. And
I did too. I'm right on my side. I coached my son's team, and everybody just wants to shoot threes now, man. And I'm like, I'm trying to teach you guys the fundamentals, not.
Dude, I got in so much trouble when I coached middle school girls at middle school. Man, because I wouldn't let them shoot threes. I say, when you can shoot 50% from the foul line, I'll let you shoot a three. But I was like, honestly, at middle school age, you don't have enough strength to get it there. Like, I mean, you can't shoot with any kind of form from the 3-point line. You can't even hardly do a push-up. Like, so it's like, so I started making them do push-ups, and then we worked a lot on some foul shots. And I had a couple girls by the end of the year that I'd let them shoot threes. I was like, when you're 50%, like,
it amazed me. Like, I was like, they didn't even half of those. They didn't even like to get them to set a screen, and then they like, what's the screen? Oh my gosh! Like that's like, I mean, if you watch the basketball, you still see guys they're setting screens left, right, off ball screens all day. You got to know how to set a screen. Like, forget chucking up a 3-pointer. You got to know. You first learn how to set a screen.
Yeah,
you can't get them to. I couldn't. I was like, it would drive me crazy. So,
well, most kids don't want to touch each other, man.
That's true.
That's what a lot of it is. They don't want to touch each other. Black Sheep Society will be on Cat and Rod tonight. Hey, nice.
Trader.
Jeez. Blood, sweat, and bibs.
Trader.
That's funny, dude.
Gotta watch out for that guy.
Mm.
Ugh.
Guess I'm gonna list some stuff.
The model number is crazy long on this thing. I found a Volkswagen cassette player.
Oh,
Great car.
I found something yesterday that was really cool. Got it home. I wanted Thatcher to test it, and when I opened up the battery pack, I was like, "Oh, this ain't gonna work."
Cooked.
Cooked, bro. The corrosion was so bad, it had gotten to like the motherboard and corroded the motherboard, and like all the wires, like you touch the wire and it would just fall off. So it was a check this. Jimmy, have you ever seen this? It's a Power Rangers VR headset
Nah,
that like you could like punch and stuff like that with.
really,
Yeah,
I've never seen that.
yeah. I'll bring it. I have it upstairs. I was like, I mean, I just grabbed it, you know. But yeah, it's cooked. I'm like, oh man.
That sucks.
It's like, no. Here, I'll go get some.
Well, the guy ended up buying the card.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Hmm.
He probably thought he was going to be able to use that on me and didn't know that he was dealing with a professional. It's actually a really cool card because this guy is a really good young player for the Detroit Tigers, but he made the major league team, but he doesn't have any of the Bowman cards. He hasn't had a Bowman card come out yet. So his only cards are in this Panini Stars and Stripes 18 and under.
Hmm.
I remember somebody a couple weeks ago. Somebody was interested in buying that card, and they did it for like same price, like $15. And I was like, I'm sticking to my guns on this card because I know that he doesn't have any other cards. Like as soon as that opening day comes, that stuff's going to be in demand.
All right. Jimmy, check this out. This was it right here.
Oh, that's cool.
And
What would that be? What would it be worth if it worked?
Probably like $50 to $75.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But some people have some for like brand new, and I'm like, what? Ow.
Brand new, like never open. Kent said 0. Jeez.
Yeah, it's 0 now. Yeah. $0. I'll bring it out to the flea market.
I also saw the Tom Gugliotta auto this morning.
That's a throwback.
Yeah.
NC State.
I remember when the Suns got him. I thought we're going. Man, he was hard to watch.
Tom Gugliotta. You know, it's crazy. Like that era, ACC basketball. Like I knew every player. Like all that. Chris Corciani, Tom Gugliotti, and Rodney Monroe were the big three for NC State back in the day.
Now, watching that documentary I told you about the basketball, I always forget that Rodney Rogers, man.
He was
Yeah,
a beast, bro. For Georgia Tech, he was a
but
beast.
today he wrecked a 4-wheeler and he's completely
Yeah,
paralyzed from
paraplegic.
the neck down.
Yeah, yeah,
Always, and he was part of that interview, and I forgot that happened to him, man.
yeah. That's crazy. Yeah, I watched that same show. I always like going back and watching those old things. Like
Yeah,
I forget the name of. Oh man, they did a series for a little while that had like Rich Eisen and like Shaq and Barkley and like a bunch of guys, Chris Webber, and they were talking about all the old school stuff. Open Court is what it's called. You ever watch that?
no,
I'm pretty sure it's like ESPN or something, but it was called Open Court, and they went back and like did all this stuff like talking about who was the best like at various things like shooting back in the day, or
yeah.
like who's the best dunker you've ever seen, like have you ever been dunked on, like what was the worst, all that kind of stuff. It was pretty cool. Open Court full episodes. It was like a couple years back. Yeah. Signature moves. They talked about all that. It has like Dominique and Isaiah, Grant Hill, Chris Webber, Steve Smith. A lot of those guys. Best teammates without a title. A lot of those guys tell stories and all that stuff too about back in the day. It's like if you watched any of that old school Jason Williams stuff. Like he got a lot of interviews for the past couple of years.
Yeah, he's a fun guy to listen to talk to. I really am fascinated by the former players on podcasts. I think it's such a really entertaining niche because the
Yeah, because you
stories
get
are
to
just
hear a lot of the behind the scenes stories that
yeah.
you wouldn't know otherwise. Yeah. Yeah, I listened to him. They talked a lot about him growing up with Randy Moss, like
Yep.
playing football with him and everything. I was like, that's crazy.
Oh, I was like, what? Sorry, I was.
ASCAT in the house. Good to see you, Sue. Thanks for being here. Can't do a screen. Can't do a screen. You can get the other player a free shoot, free shot from anywhere on the floor. So we're in Stacker in the house. Good to see you.
All right.
Trying to think about what I want to give away today
Right.
for sports. Dude, I sold my
What?
um,
I'm gonna see if I can do
Dolphins t-shirt.
58, 10:51. I'm gonna see if I can do 59 listings before noon.
Yo.
You got an hour in 10 minutes, 9 minutes.
Do it.
What the heck? That didn't work. What is going
Cernoch,
on?
have you ever heard of Ruva boots? RUVA?
Nah.
They almost look like Ariats.
Hmm.
They have like that little tongue thing on them,
Yeah.
the tongue tassel.
What are they comping out at? Are they a pretty good brand or what?
I don't know. Actually, it's all that might just be a resole on the bottom, to be honest. Soltech Ruva.
Huh.
RUVA. Yeah, my buddy, I'd seen him in a thrift store on a picture, and I sent him a picture because it's down where he's at. I was like, man, you might want to go check these. They might get pretty good.
Right.
But now he sent me the picture. I was like, ooh, I might have sent you on a wild goose chase. Dude, I'm pretty sure that those are replacement bottoms, is what those are.
That's the thing about this.
Yeah, they're definitely replacement bottoms. Georgia Boot Company.
Oh, Georgia Boot Company. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I have a pair of those listed right now.
That's a decent brand.
Yeah, so they're resold. Resold brand new soles. They're not Danner boots, Jimmy.
Hey, I don't pass on boots anymore. That
Uh,
wasn't fair though. I was distracted by toys. That didn't count. I was looking at those GI Joes behind the counter.
oh man, he was standing on
I was
these
all
boots.
tapping my fingers on them.
He's like reaching over, looking at the toys. We're in this thrift store in Cincinnati, and I come up. I was like, "How much for these boots?" He's like, "I didn't even see these boots."
I had like my hand resting on them. It was
Dude, they were like probably the cleanest pair of Danner boots
yeah,
I've
they
ever
were.
bought in my life.
Jimmy was standing there looking at GI Joe's like, get out of my way.
I was like,
Move these
can
boots
you-
out of my way. Get this.
I told him afterwards. I said I was waiting for you to get your arm off that $100 bill that was down there.
100%. That's a true story. 100%.
Oh, man.
Excuse me.
Yeah, he's funny.
All right.
Yeah, those ain't bad. You'd probably do like $70, 60, $70. Yeah. Dude, I wonder if they might be these.
Lisa's question in the chat.
Dude, they might be these lager ones. Those are pretty good.
Do they have a 4-digit number in them or anything like that?
He didn't send me that, but I'm looking at the like the ones that are listed that have like a similar look to them.
Yeah.
With that little fringe down there. They're listed as the waterproof lager boots.
Yeah, the lager. Yeah.
So. Yeah, there's some beaters on here. I told him leather lotion
Okay.
them up. They've got a new sole on them. That'll make them worth a little bit more.
Yeah, that's good.
I hate April Fools. I hate it so much
Why?
because I forget that it's April Fools.
People sending you messages.
I just like instant in social media.
And LaDonna sent you a IG
Yeah, I'm looking
not.
at it.
roached, dead stock roached t-shirt iron-ons. I found it at Hoarder House.
Yeah. Yeah, those are
Dead
dope.
stock roach. Is it an actual roach or is it roach t-shirts?
Did Jimmy leave? Oh no, Jimmy's still here.
Jimmy's chair's with us right now. Dude, I gotta get a new chair. I broke this one the other day messing around in here.
Those are very cool, LaDonna.
Okay.
Those are very, very cool.
Deathball Picker said it's the one day of the year everybody tells me I'm a good reseller.
What's going on, Nick?
I wonder what I should give away, guys.
I don't know. What are we gonna do?
I don't know, man. I'm actually thinking about giving away. Remember that axe bat I had? I had two
Oh
of
yeah,
them. Maybe I'll give one of those away. I sold the other one already. I've only had that
yeah.
thing for how many years?
A while. Oh, that'd be cool.
Give away the axe.
Let's see. Bam. Yes, yes. Okay, perfect.
I see your Tweety stuff is out for delivery today. Thank you for the purchase. Hope you have great luck with them. Tried to purchase something when Bearded Picker was selling and Chris was helping him a few days ago. I'm just doing something wrong. I'll try again tomorrow. Lisa, what you should do is try today and get the. Today we're having a monster raid train of giveaways starting at 2 o'clock on Dibdit and rolling through all the marketplaces. Dude, I bought a box of those drawer slides from Bearded Picker.
Yeah.
Man,
Heavy box.
giving away good inventory should be easier knowing I won't have to see it on Commonwealth Flipper. It's crazy. Dude, I went out and shot this slingshot the other day.
Oh yeah.
It just sounds so funny.
Look at this thing, man.
You showed it to me.
Bro, this thing leaves a mark for sure.
I mean, that's probably would be considered a deadly weapon if you
Oh,
caught
ain't it
someone
out,
like
bro.
it.
If you got hit in the right spot with this thing, you're having a problem for sure.
Oh yeah.
Dude, I shot it at a piece of plywood. Yeah, pretty healthy divot in there. I halfway thought about giving this thing away, but I was like, nah, I'll keep it and play with it for a little bit longer. Yeah. Goliath Shed Slayer 2000. Yeah. I was thinking about that the other day, that show House of David's on with like David and Goliath. I was like, yeah, this is like the modern version. Giant Slayer. Yeah, I got a sack of ball bearings. If you're walking in the neighborhood, you don't have to worry about being attacked. That's for sure. I did see that. Chris. I popped in there for a second last night. That was kind of nutty. Over 1,000 people in the Stack Golf show last night.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of crazy. Yeah, I thought I saw you in there for a second, Chris. Tell you what, man, I wouldn't be affording anything over there at that point. That stuff was going crazy. All right. Yeah, I'm traveling today. Okay. Yeah, definitely better deals on Dividend Sports Supply at this point, for sure. I would say the two Swifty marketplaces are doing really well. They sell bracelets. Hmm. Huh.
I'm on there.
You're
Oh
on
yeah,
Swifty?
Yeah, Swifty. I sell Taylor Swift stuff.
Oh, yeah.
sweet.
Oh, Leroy.
Taylor Swift stuff. Swifty Eagles jerseys. Is that what you sell?
Yeah.
2 p.m. Eastern, yes. And we're running for what, an hour? Hour and a
Yeah.
half? Yeah. It'll be bouncing from marketplace to marketplace.
Oh no, like
Tim, you getting a sleeping schedule yet, or is the little guy still doing what he wants?
No, it's. I mean, every day is a little bit different.
Yeah.
Like I was up at like 5 o'clock this morning, changed diaper, um, and then Josie fed him, and then I took the. It was pouring down rain here yesterday, so I at that point I was like, I cannot miss the trash because I didn't take it out last night. So I did the trash out this morning at like 5 in the morning when I was awake. That's the one thing is you go through so much trash.
And you have to take it out because it
Yeah.
stinks.
So and he's up to 4 ounces on the bottle now.
Cool.
Macari has a $20 off shipping coupon today. I've given up on Macari a long time ago.
I actually sold like 3 things on my car this week. It was really random.
What's up, Chris? I see you in there. Hi, Lisa.
Usually 1 to 2 items a week selling Macari is what Donna said. Never bought or sold Taylor Swift, but Walmart's full of them. I'm sure. Isn't there like a CD or something that's worth a bunch of money at Taylor Swift?
Yeah. I forget which album it is, but it's worth good money. But I think it has to be like a specific copy of the CD.
It's not her breaking up with another boyfriend, is it?
We're gonna get close here on these 59 items in an hour.
The Red Album. Swifty the Red Album. That's what Kelly says. Yeah. Sold another used bottle of cologne on Macari last week. Oh, gotcha. Chad. Interesting.
Let's get this one loaded up. Let's get this. All right.
I can't imagine. Let's see. We bundle. Weezo definitely fell off with COVID pricing.
Right? Something happened to my screen. Hold on. I have to reload it.
Rabbit found a John Deere tape measure, new old stock at the Hoarder House. He never looked twice. Said it was never looked twice at it because we see so much of that. Look at that differently. 150 he paid $10. Wow, that's crazy. All right, you guys got to be on your best behavior.
All right.
Where'd he go?
I'm back.
Lost you for a second.
Yeah. Something was weird on my screen. I was like, what's going on?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you cut out
Okay.
for a second.
Hey,
I got to-
Kevin.
Am I blurry?
You're not blurry. Your sound's cutting out a little bit.
Oh, weird. I don't like that.
Now you're underwater.
There. All right. What's the bad? But my box is in here, so I figured I'd open my Cernochs unless you want me to.
You can't because Leroy doesn't have his box. We have to wait till next week.
No. I'm not waiting till I'm not gonna remember.
Yeah, well, listen,
All right,
if I
I'll
have to wait, you gotta wait, bud.
Leroy, can we open ours and you'll have to wait?
I'll open mine at home.
It's up.
No, let's open.
I'll
Let's
wait.
open it. Let's open ours.
Go ahead.
Y'all can open them. Well, Leroy will understand what his gift may look like then.
Okay.
All right.
I don't have.
Leroy, just grab a box and pretend like you're opening it, okay?
I want to see. I want to see. I want to see.
There we go, Leroy. That's my guy.
All right. Who's the save the wrapping paper guy? Are you a save the wrapping paper, or do you just rip everything open?
I'm going to save the wrapping paper guy.
I'm sitting to rip everything
Oh,
open.
we know Leroy's gonna save the wrapping paper.
Fragile.
Fragile.
I'm not gonna cry, am I?
No. We're gonna laugh.
I actually guess when I wasn't. I might be right.
Haven't got a card?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, this is awesome.
A little Mama Cernoch action.
I was just going to say, I know who that's from.
Is she starting her own marketplace?
Who knows? I don't know.
Oh, dude.
Oh. You've got to be kidding. It's
That's
a
awesome.
dinosaur.
I love it.
That is awesome.
That is
Look
amazing.
at that.
Kevin's got
Kevin got an Eneman? No
Yeah.
That is
way.
awesome, dude.
Sweet.
That is.
I know what mine's going to be. We should make bets on it. I'm saying it's a
man,
win.
that's awesome. I'm gonna go
That
show
is
it to
super
Josie.
We can't hear Kevin.
Gonna be in every.
Yeah, look at that.
Can't hear me?
Yeah.
I hear you.
Now we can.
That's super cool, man.
Tell your mother we said thank you.
Shout
She'll
out
probably
Mama
in the
Cernoch.
chat.
Shout out Mama Cernoch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, follow her on Instagram if you're not already.
That's so cool.
Very cool.
I don't know. I might have to commit for a fundraiser charity or something for her. That'd be sweet. Like it. Go. You hear me?
Mr. Roboto.
You might have to drop out and come back in.
Yeah, you're robotic. Tim wanted to show Josie.
Yep.
That's good.
Now, does Josie hate dinosaurs? I don't know that question.
I think she's maybe she's appreciative.
He doesn't believe. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're good now.
Tim doesn't hate dinosaurs. He just doesn't believe in them.
Right? What did you think about the crocheted Eneman?
That's amazing.
I can't wait to film a video and put it in it and give her a shout out. And I'm gonna have to commission stuff from her, do a charity fundraiser or something.
It might be a 101 design according to my mom. I don't know. You got to talk to my mom.
Yeah,
I have to be convinced.
I'll get her on Instagram. I follow her.
Nice.
Pretty killer.
Yeah, that's cool. That's super cool.
I got a jam-packed schedule today, so I'm gonna let y'all go. But I gotta shout out our giveaways starting at 2:00.
Mm-hmm.
So an hour and 10 minutes of giveaways, and then polish and brush. I'm doing some sterling today, so y'all come by and get some deals.
Nice.
With Kristen, Rural Squirrel. But I gotta go film another podcast. And y'all, who's replacing Dave on our podcast, by the way? Did you see our video? It ain't it. Well, you have to watch it after you're done. Don't put Tim's not here. That's good. We're not getting Tim. We're not going to take Tim.
There might be smaller ones in the works.
Christmas next
Ah,
Christmas ornament. Instead of-
That was awesome. I took a
Yep.
picture. It was send it to you to send to your mom.
Awesome, awesome.
that's cool.
So the question, nobody asked it but me, Tim. The question is, what is Josie's thoughts of dinosaurs?
She asked me. She says, "Was this intended to be a dinosaur on purpose?"
Yes.
Yes.
Of course.
100%.
Gift for you too. We just haven't sent it yet, Tim. But
Thank you, sir.
Tim, did you start singing that song? Then I saw her face. Now I'm a believer.
No.
dude, that's
There we go. That's Josie holding the dinosaur in front of his name sign.
Awesome. There we go.
I was kind of hoping you'd go with the dinosaur theme for.
Oh yeah,
No
That'd be good.
dinosaur theme. Let's not stretch it now. It's all golf theme.
I mean, he already has the dinosaur book. Now he's got the crochet dinosaur.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's inevitable. We're gonna have to tell him about dinosaurs.
I don't know how to get out of here, so I'm just gonna hit an X and hopefully it works. But
He just shut down the stream.
All right, broski.
We'll
All
see.
right.
We'll see you later, bud.
Good luck.
Good
Thank
luck.
you.
bye.
So Cernoch, I'm gonna say it's a wrench.
I don't know.
Put in the chat so you guys think it is, or do
You'll have to see, Leroy.
you guys in the chats want me to wait, or can I open it when I get home? If it's
I
You
think
actually,
should open it now that you get home, and then send us a picture of it.
Yeah. Tim can put it on RAN Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we might be rebooting that.
Yeah.
All right, we'll put it on there.
Oh no, that's one stop. The other one. Yes, I'll put it on RIN. We have to. I have to reboot that. Oh.
Something to put in a treasure box later as he gets older.
Oh yeah, you can post a pic on our YouTube community page.
Yeah.
So y'all take a picture of each one and then make a little, you know what I'm saying, post the pictures on it.
Kalaji.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Dude, I can't even. There we go. I thought I lost my phone for a second.
Hold yours up again, Eric. Let me see. I didn't get to see like the finished. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's super cool, dude.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Cool.
I have to
Yeah.
do a little photo room in there.
Right? Yeah. Yeah, Leroy. Yeah. When you get yours, open it up and then throw us a picture.
okay.
You'll like it.
It's pink, Leroy.
Oh, no.
That's funny.
Hey, did you guys see in the chat like I sent them with? Look at. I told him the other day that photo room was like watching me, stalking me. So when I did my raid train thing, like I literally just typed in like raid train, and this, and it made a picture of me, which is kind of crazy. Because I never did that. I never put it on something.
It's always watching, bro.
Yeah, I always feel like somebody's watching me.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Always.
Okay.
What Ladonna? We're working that. We're trying there.
Yeah.
We're trying there. Maybe she's watching and she sees you say that, maybe it'll convince her. You know what I'm saying? Like, like when you're, when one person tells you and you're like, oh yeah, but then another person tells them and they're like, oh my god, that's such a great idea. It works like that. Yeah, I've been trying to like live show and yeah,
How long- How
Yeah,
long
Leroy's
does it
got
take? Go ahead.
Leroy. It says it's delivered at your parcel locker.
Okay.
Oh, don't get me started on that. I'm so upset about this. I have an order that I got from somebody on District, and it got marked delivered to a parcel locker. I don't have a parcel locker.
I've been having issues with
So I
mine.
went to the post office and they're like, "Oh, well, you know," they gave me the runaround with the supervisor for like a week. And finally I got her on the phone and she's like, "We're looking for your package." I'm like, "What do you mean you're looking for my package? Like, why it was out for delivery and then all of a sudden it was marked as delivered to a parcel locker and now it's gone? Like, where is my package?" So I'm just waiting now, hoping that they mysteriously find my package.
All right, let me go upstairs and not because I'm gonna get this information. I'm gonna go upstairs real quick. I'll be.
It was very nice of Jimmy to join us today. I know he's still around, but that was nice, Jimmy.
Dude, how about I just got a notification from Macari? I haven't heard anything about them in forever. I think
It's
my phone
probably
is,
about the $20 coupon thing.
I think my phone is like extra sensitive these days to everything that's said around me. I get notifications about all kinds of stuff, and I'm like, what is this?
All right, I'm back. Yeah, yeah, no, yeah, no. I've seen, I've been trying to convince her. It's if you go on Instagram, it's IG. It's at. That's what her. This is her. Right there. That's Oh, really? The $4 pillows from Walmart are just cheaper. The polyfill. Oh yeah. Yeah. Let me see if I can. I didn't get. She didn't post it yet, but there is. My computer's going slow, so I'm gonna see if we can. Well, where was it? Well, it was some. Oh, it was on Facebook. Let me. She did set up. She did like a little setup at the flower shop with all her stuff. Oh, look at that! Look at that! That's sweet. Very
Oh,
cool.
That is dope.
That's so cool.
yeah, these things are neat. Yeah, your mom is very talented for sure.
Yeah. She
Oh no, what happened?
I mean she can
I did
she
just
can
get a
bust out
text
some cool
from you.
stuff.
Yeah, if you're feeling inspired, if you go to shop comments, I have a load of.
Is something wrong or is it just me?
What's wrong?
It said offline.
No,
Why am
you're
I
still.
why am I big? I don't want to be big. You guys ain't getting that sneak peek what you got last week.
Mm.
I was very disappointed of that.
My mom sells her crochet items at a little store where we live. The store does get a little commission. Yeah. Yeah, if you're feeling inspired, there's like 4 lots of yarn right now on shop comments. So there you go.
Here's some of her here's some of her stuff from when she's set up. Wait, oh, that's Cohen rustling. So she had all her like little like her table with her little chickens and all her
Oh,
little trinkets and everything, like like the small ones, you
That's
know.
super.
does
And
it
then,
take a while to make that stuff, Cernoch?
huh?
Does it take her a while to make that stuff?
She says it does, but it doesn't. Okay.
Like it would take me like 5 weeks to make that dinosaur.
Yeah, like she whipped that. I think she whipped that out in like probably like 2 or 3 hours.
Wow.
Crazy.
Yeah, like she'll be like, oh, I'm working on something, and it'll be like halfway done. I'm like, yo, what? You just told me about that like
A day ago.
yeah,
Hmm.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
like Kevin's in a man. She was like, oh, I don't know I don't know how that's gonna go. Blah blah blah. Do this. I said, well, just freestyle it. By the time she sent me a picture, it was already like, I'm like, yo.
Was that the hottest one for her? Was Kevin's? That she
Um,
did for us.
yours was a little difficult, by the way,
Okay. Okay.
Leroy. Yours was a little difficult. There was
Well, getting those different color pinks together.
Yeah, that can
yeah,
be a problem.
yours needed yours needed some tooling. How about that? Let's just say that tooling.
I can't wait. I want to go home now.
All right, and then here's another thing of stuff. You know, so she got the
Oh,
big cats down there. You know,
Cernoch, I need you when you're done with that.
uh huh.
So listen to. No, I'm going to keep looking at mom stuff when you're done. Are you done?
Yeah.
So there is a, what is it? Joanne Fabrics is going on.
Yes.
So there's one going on. So I'm going to tell you guys. I don't know if they're going in your areas. I shouldn't be telling anybody this, but I will. If there's Joanne Fabrics going out of business in your area, I don't know if you're a reseller, even if you're just a reseller and you want to store at your house. But out of all the places that you can go to, they have the most different racks. So they have racks for yarn. They have basket racks. They have shelving racks. They have holster racks. And the rack system is going in on sale. I just put my name on some, and I should be getting it a couple of days. Um, and so Cernoch, so when I do my setups, if I do a big show,
Uh-huh.
now I can go upward.
Somebody was talking about in here the other day about because of a lot of these places going out of business, some of the material that is not available is worth a lot of money. Like the prices are going up essentially. I forgot who it was that was telling me that, but they were talking about how I don't know if it was in here or on a live sale, but somebody was talking about it the other day about certain types of material that weren't available at places like Walmart or department stores.
Yeah.
And like Michaels don't carry it and other places. So
Oh, I love the background on the dolphin.
do what?
The background for the dolphin.
Oh yeah. I did love Photoroom. Hey, did you guys get tagged in Photoroom? Or do you follow Photoroom on Facebook?
Sometimes.
They're doing a beta testing for a studio. Do you see that?
Uh-uh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just sent you a picture. I got those. I just gotta go. I gotta go. I'll put my money down today. Actually,
All right. Let's see.
A district had a update drop just now too. So
Did they?
yeah.
Did you guys see? I did the beta testing for the sudden death.
I saw somebody else doing sudden death the other day. I forgot who it was.
It's live now.
Is the sudden death now? Is the sudden death like WN's sudden death?
Yeah.
People are searching for certain colors of fabric too. The Joann's brand yarn. I gotcha. Dude, I've seen so much yarn the past few weeks, I can tell you.
Right. Here's a. I know Kevin's screen was a little blurry, but he shared it on Instagram already. Take a look at that.
Moving right along.
Ooh.
That's pretty crazy, dude.
Yeah. Let's see.
Oh, I forgot to tell Kevin that I had a box for him.
And it's got a homemade cape too. You know how the Interman has the cape on it? It has the cape, and she did the CWP, out of the new one. So it's all what do you call it? It's all photo accurate.
Yeah, I had this. I had this for Kevin the other day.
Yeah. Look at that.
I tried to run that at my auction the other night. No one bought it. This was the original in a man.
Right?
Man, my sleep schedule's been a little messed up the other night. I
Oh
was
yeah, go no way. Go figure. I know all about that.
so I had like a bit super busy week this past week. So Sunday, I typically after church like we go have a meal and then I usually crash Sunday afternoon for take a nap for a couple hours. But dude, I didn't get home till late, like 4:30, 5 o'clock, and I was like if I go take a nap, but I couldn't stay awake, so I just passed out. Woke up in the middle of the night, and some guys running on Commons selling these mini knives, dude. Like they're like tiny little meat cleavers and stuff. And somebody was on there. They were talking about making horror dolls with those little knives and meat cleavers and stuff. I was like, that's crazy,
Interesting.
dude.
Timu.
They have them over there.
Yep.
Temu.com.
Yep.
Dude, they're like this tall, man. Like
Timu.
Leroy knows. How many bins you got of them?
I don't have any of them. I was gonna get miniature stuff, but I just decided not to because it's too stealable, and I'm paying about $1 a piece for them. So anything I put in the bins for kid stuff, it has to cost me under 10 cents because they like to steal
Well,
it.
dude, that stuff that dude had was sharp. Like it cut stuff.
Are you selling fake Pokemon cards?
No, sir.
Yeah. He's, he's,
Because
selling, he's selling them
because
Jordants out there.
because that's like Thatcher got one like the fake cards at the how they have all like the bins and everything like that. We were walking because he came with me to the flea market and he was walking. He goes, "Right here, this is where I got on the fake Pokemon cards, Dad." I said, "I told you not to be buying those."
Was the guy there?
Yeah, oh yeah. But I was like, yeah, whatever.
This is the fake Pokemon seller, Dad.
Yeah,
Get him,
but
Dad.
he goes, oh, he goes, Dad. He goes, question because he brought some stuff out there, or he sold some stuff that was kind of his. So I gave him some money. So he came over to me and goes, Dad, they got these really cool sunglasses at this one place, but they're $12, and all I have is $10 left. And I said, bro, tell him instead of 12, you'll do 10. He goes, oh, this guy already told me. He goes, that's the lowest he can go. Usually they're $25 glasses. I said, I got a question for you. Does he got little mirror plates under his sunglasses? He goes, yeah, Dad. Yeah. I go, tell that guy that you know his dad to give you a pair of sunglasses for $10.
That's funny.
He came over there and he had his sunglasses. He goes, you know people over here at the flea market? I'm like, yeah, I do. Because that guy was, when I first started going there, that guy set up right next to me a bunch of times. So.
That's wild.
Cernoch, that's like the time I brought Bianca. I used to bring Bianca around. I think I told the story before. I used to bring her on Father's Day. That was my big hurrah. And I set up. I had all tools, and she was just sitting in the car pouting. So I cleared off a table of tools. I condensed it, and I went behind us. There was a lady had toys in a box, and she wanted like 50 cents a toy. I said, Bianca, go ask her how much. She said, how about for you, sweetheart? How about $10? I gave her $8. I said, you go back, you tell her all you have is $8. So she went back and she bought them, right? She comes back to the table. She lays them all out nice and perfect. I said, you lay these toys out like Daddy lays out his tools, nice and neat, right? That little son of a gun made $45. She was happy as a day is long. She hey, and the funny thing was, the lady's daughter came over like after Bianca set them all up and said, "Hey, Ma, that little girl's selling all your toys for like $1, $2 a piece."
That's hilarious.
And I just looked at the lady and I just scrunched my shoulders. She was crushing it too. Oh, it's so funny.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Is he following the path of his predecessor?
Did
How many
Aaron
times?
Rodgers retire?
How many times can you retire?
Right?
Did he retire?
Yeah, he retired.
Oh, he's not going to the Steelers. Thank you, Jesus.
Man. Well, maybe it's an April Fool's though, and he's really going to the Steelers.
I think he is.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
it's not. It's no. I don't. I'm trying to tell you, I don't trust anything on April Fools.
I know.
It's the stupidest thing in the world. Can
I
somebody
know.
please? Can somebody please tell me where it came from?
What, April Fools?
Yeah, who? Where did? And when did? What's the origin of April
Sorry.
Fool?
I could tell you where it came from, Tim. They
No, I
needed
don't.
to they needed to make up another day because February only has those 29 days.
I hate you.
So they needed to make up another day.
All right.
Oh, it's got like a weird, like it's got like a long history.
The Canterbury Tales,
Yeah,
Nun's Priest Tale,
not reading all
What?
that. Not reading all that.
Eloy de Amirville, French poet, 1508. Said in the Middle Ages, New Year's Day was celebrated on March 25th in most European towns, with a holiday in some areas in France ending on April 1st. Those who celebrated New Year's Day on 1st of January made fun of those who celebrated other dates by the invention of April Fool's Day. There you go. So from that, it became making fools on the first day of April.
I can't believe it's almost 12 o'clock already.
Jeez, right?
So when someone plays a prank in Germany, they shout April, April.
Huh?
At the recipient who becomes the April Fool.
Right, Kristen. She got it.
Now, can if your name is April, can you sue for picking on your name, like saying that you're a fool?
No, I don't think so.
I bet you it's been somebody's tried. No, in this world.
Oh yes, today yes. I did a lot of packing today. Lots of packing.
I've actually listed several things today, shockingly enough. Ooh, wait a minute. I have a new offer. You guys remember the cranial saw?
Ooh.
$800 offer.
How much you have it listed for?
Currently, it's not on sale. It would be around about $1,000, $1,200, but right now
Yeah.
it's showing $1,750. The guy said 800, so yeah. Now we'll see if he pays. How about we see if he pays?
Are
Is
you
it
taking?
instant pay? It should say right there on your offer.
Oh, it's too late. I've already accepted it. So
Oh, Justin's back. Look at that. Justin's back.
Justin's back in
we'll see what
town.
happens.
Hey,
Justin.
no, I'm back.
Justin, you got the whole week off?
No, just today because of Molly's eye appointment. They dilated her eyes and stuff, so she didn't want to drive.
That's it. You should show them those two T-shirts you got out there at the hunt. They're probably
Oh yeah,
buried
I already
in the
showed
house.
Cernoch. I'd have to go find him in the trailer.
Justin went out. I actually ran an estate sale for a day this past week. That's a brand new thing for me.
Yeah, I could tell it was hurting Eric seeing everyone grabbing stuff.
Oh man. I went out there to price Justin's pile, and I'm like looking at that, like this shirts he had, because I was like, all right, show me what you got good in here.
Did he give you a good deal, Justin?
Yeah, he gave me a good deal.
Hey, I was giving them all those take it with you pricing. That's what it, like you ever get priced out at a sale that you're like, dude, I can't leave it. I can't for that I can't leave it.
Yep.
I don't know if you ever had that happen to you, but I love doing that to people when they come to my yard sale. I think this guy's gonna pay, man. What's wrong with these people? Justin, I don't know where you went, bud.
Hey, Cernoch,
Yo,
if you see broken chainsaws, are you going to pick them up now if they're Husqvarna or still?
maybe.
Sorry, I forgot internet at the house. I was trying to go back and forth. Hole
Oh, you
at
found that in the sand?
Honey Hole thrift store. No, this is
Oh
out
no,
of the
that
thrift
thrift
store.
store. Jeez,
Look at that.
you
Thrift
see that,
tag.
Jimmy?
I do see that. Pretty nice.
Youngin cap.
Oh, oh yeah, see, Leroy. I got all these given to me out at the auto swap meet.
That's a Tamaya. That's a Tamaya.
Yeah,
Is that like
the
a hot shot or something?
boomerang.
Yes.
Yeah, literally given to me.
Dude, is that first? That's first gen.
Yeah,
Dude, those are big money.
I know. I couldn't believe it. I was like, really? You're going to give it to me? Okay.
Yeah,
Mm.
those are big money. If you take the transmissions off of them and sell them parts, you'll do better.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, see, that's all the stuff I got out of Eric's estate sale. And the Rainbow. John Deere, lots of John Deere parts.
Jeez.
Oh,
A full house today, Walter. I can't watch this.
back. Okay.
Dude, when is
It's not doing what's supposed to do.
what's the over under that this guy's pays today? What do you think?
Well, now is it saying awaiting payment or what?
I'm looking at it right now.
What? How much off was the offer?
800.
You give me 800. Originally, I had it
Yeah.
listed for like $1,200, and then I raised the price so I could put it on sale. You know, Kmart.
Nice. Yeah, the Kmart the blue light special.
Yeah, dude. Now I don't even see it. Like, what happened to my offer? How do I get back in there? Let me see.
Oh yeah, Eric, you're the only one that's actually got to see our setup building we work out of.
Yeah, Justin has a pretty large warehouse.
Back.
Hmm.
There we go. Weird. They The camera swap in that program is being temperamental today.
Oh shoot. Do.
Hey, I don't know what that.
I know, Walter. We were talking about your brackets earlier.
You and Lisa, I think y'all are gonna end up tying for first. To be honest,
Hmm?
or in something crazy,
What do I
dude. Now I can't even find
lost
this
me? Yeah.
offer. The offer went out.
It's it means someone may have accepted it, but they just haven't paid for it yet.
I mean, I can't even find where I sent it.
For what is
Well,
that for
you
the
sent it, or didn't he send
He
it?
sent it to me. I accepted it, but now I can't find it. It's not showing a waiting
right.
payment or
Yeah, so
anything.
what happens is that's part of their newer thing is it will do that so someone could still come and buy it. So it won't show the offer, but the offer still exists until he pays.
Yeah.
It's super annoying.
So you should be able to look in your listings and see it's still listed.
Yes. Yeah.
And
So
what
it
they
was
do is sometimes if somebody sends you an offer and there's other watchers on the item and you accept the offer, it gives everybody else who's watching the item an opportunity to accept that offer as well.
Really?
yeah.
Yeah.
Like basically, whoever pays first.
Yep.
Whoever pays first
Oh.
gets it. Yep.
You know, it'd be cool if they actually just set it up where they had to pay. That'd be cool.
I know, novel idea, right?
Novel idea. Hey, you sent an offer. Now you got to pay for it. Like that's pretty incredible thinking.
That's groundbreaking idea right there.
Yeah. Hey, you want an auction? You got to pay for it.
That one I don't get. I don't get that people get bid and then they don't have to pay at the auction. It's like really, like if you tried that at a normal auction, you'd be kicked out.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I forgot. Leroy being Pittsburgh and stuff. Uh, in Pittsburgh at a vintage store, vintage clothes store, old school pinstripe, Los Angeles Raiders jacket.
Very cool.
Right? That was middle Pittsburgh, downtown Pittsburgh. I was like, really?
Dude, this guy's in Portland.
Portland?
Yeah.
Probably about right.
We let the buyer know and asked them to update their payment method before the time
Oh,
expires.
Ah.
We couldn't process this payment.
Oh, dang.
But the guy has been at eBay on eBay since 2021. So
I'm going to say it's still probably a 50-50.
he has 24 positive feedback for prompt payment.
I would
But
just say wait it out.
You'll probably, yeah.
the
Oh,
top
maybe you'll get
four,
lucky. Maybe someone else.
yeah, the top four are the same feedback. So automated feedback. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, maybe you'll get lucky. Maybe someone else will grab it that's been watching it for a while.
This is like the second person that's done this. Like sent me an offer.
Really?
Yeah.
That's how I
So
know.
we'll see. Wah, wah. That's what Kent says. Wah, wah.
What's the number on that one?
Show
1472.
me
Oh, we
the
sold off.
money. That's what you want to say to this guy. Oh, wait a second. eBay notification, guys.
Uh-oh.
I have a problem with my card. I need to cancel. Sorry.
Ah.
Ah!
How about you just say fix your card and we can make it happen?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna
Just
send him
send
a
it back.
message. Just send me cash in an envelope, bro. Like,
Oh, Eric, we sold one of those piston sets I got from you today.
nice.
This one. So going out to the other building to grab it.
Do you need me to come out
Right.
today
Like,
or just wait
yeah.
Hey, then now the guy's gonna send you a
later this
message,
week
Eric. April Fools.
when I'm in free?
Yeah, you should message to him, be like, "Is this an April Fool's joke?"
Just be like Tim. I'm not believing anything on April 1st.
Let's see. Where is where's this piston set?
Well, technically he has. See, I wouldn't cancel it yet. Did you cancel it
Yeah, I
already?
wouldn't either.
Yeah, I'm sending him a message.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
I
just sent him
wouldn't
a message.
cancel anything
I sent
either.
him a message and said, "Is that an April Fool's joke?" Like,
Did you?
yeah.
No.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
You can't do that, Eric.
Yes, you
I approve.
Oh
You can't do
man.
that, Eric. That's not nice. What kind of reseller are you? This is the Reseller Information Network, not the
I'm
Reseller
sharing some
Bad
information with
Information
you.
Network.
Look,
Heck, it's
just in case you didn't know.
love it.
Let's see if he responds.
Alright.
Oh man,
That's hilarious.
you guys wouldn't do that. Y'all wouldn't do it. Is it? It's the perfect day to do something like that, right?
I know, right?
Yeah.
You kind of have to.
That was good. Uh,
I wonder what the eBay like. I bet if I called the eBay rep, they would laugh.
So my question is, if you block somebody, do they know that you blocked them?
I mean, it doesn't notify them, but I mean,
When they can't
the
message you
fact
anymore,
that
they might get a hint.
that's what I'm saying. The fact that they can't message or do anything, I think, is kind of a giveaway. But then again, let's be honest. Blocking them doesn't really do that much because if they really wanted to mess with you,
Just go
like
on another page.
They
eBay,
just did
yeah,
another
eBay
account.
does a garbage job of vetting. So
Yeah, I don't think they really mess with your IP. Like, Amazon don't play like that. Dude, Amazon tracks your IP. Like, if you get kicked off the platform, you can't create another
really,
account as a seller for sure.
huh?
Yeah, I know that for a fact.
Me too. Me too.
You
Like,
got to move. Jimmy, you can probably do it now since you
so in
moved.
fact, company's no longer in business. The one I used to sell for on eBay, and we sold on Amazon too. When that happened to us, we got banned from selling, and they bought a property in Montana and set up a little like shed with the new IP up there for us to run our store out of. 100% that happened.
You think Whatnot does the same? I don't know. Whatnot's pretty lean on the kicking off program.
Sure. Yeah, I'm gonna say. Let's be honest. Whatnot doesn't kick off anyone.
Well, they did
They
kick off
allow.
the state of Nicole.
Let's say Whatnot's the Wild West, man. That's honestly that's been Whatnot's downfall is that they just let it become the Wild West.
Hey, I did sell a couple patches there. Shout
Oh,
out
nice.
Archie, Biscuit Butt. Hashtag blocked. Trash Cat Rescue says.
Sweet, sweet.
Odd
Yeah,
Shoppers
it's
World.
true.
Yeah.
I can.
Hey, we're in the OT guys. I did want to give. You guys got anything going on? Obviously, we have today's raid train starting at 2 o'clock on Dibdit, and just follow us around the horn because we're doing a lot of marketplaces. Also, be on the lookout next couple weeks. We're looking to do some value added stuff for you folks here at the RIN. So be on the lookout.
For
We'll
sure.
let you know more next week probably about what's going on. So it's
And then
exciting. Let's just say it's super exciting.
Well,
for
I will
real.
tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I have an absolutely insane week. So get your pens and your pencils and your paper and
Mark your calendars.
mark your calendars. Okay. So today is Tuesday, right? Okay. So I am part of the Dibdit raid train. I'll be giving away some stuff on Dibdit cards at 2:20 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Then tonight at hold on one second. Let's get to seller dashboard, and I need everybody to come to all of these things because I have a new baby and I need to prove my worth of being a self-employed business guy in the family. Um, let's see.
for just $1.
30 p.m. Eastern, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will be live on the Card Culture Marketplace selling cards. Then tomorrow is Wednesday. It is the Dibdit Cards All Day Raid Train. So we will be selling cards for 9 hours straight on Dibdit Cards. I will be live at 3 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time with Ivan from District. And then I'll be live in the evening. I think it's 7 or 8 o'clock with Carrie. Also selling cards again for another hour. Then Thursday morning, I will be live on Whatnot at hold on one second. Here we go. At 10 a.m. on Thursday morning for the Whatnot Card Show 6. Then I will be live Thursday night at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time with Mojo Dojo Society for the Dibdit Threads raid train. Eric and Cernoch, are you on the raids, the Threads train, Jimmy?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, and no, Jimmy's not on Threads, but Eric and Eric and Cernoch are both going to be live for that as well. So I'll be live at 8 p.m. Thursday night. Friday morning, I will be live at 9 a.m. for the Whatnot Card Show 6. Then I will be at the Chantilly Sports Card Show in Chantilly, Virginia until 8 o'clock at night. Then Saturday morning, I will be at the Arlington Flea Market until from like 6 to 9. And then I'll be at the Chantilly Card Show until 5 o'clock Saturday at night. Then I will be live at 9 o'clock p.m. on Saturday for the Whatnot Card Show 6. And then, yeah, I think that's everything for the next couple of days.
Yo!
I do have a few questions.
That's great.
I do have a few questions, Tim.
Yes.
As I can see, on Wednesday you're available at 7 p.m. I'm at 6 p.m. on Wednesday, so I'd like to see if we can schedule something for you to do then. And also on Thursday at 8 a.m. I feel that you still have something to do. You need a spot there. And on Sunday, what times are you available? I got it all written down.
Tim, it sounds like you got two wives.
On Sunday, do you have a little bit of time between 11 and 12?
If I'm still standing.
I do want to give a huge shout out to Walter Tilton once again, gifting 10 memberships to you guys. Dave H, Slicker 77, Michelle Lathan, Kathleen, Ian Sear 44, Julia's This and That, Amateur Reseller, DM Ephemera, and Chris. Huge shout out, Walter Tilton.
Awesome,
Send $5 to Tim's diaper subscription order.
Thank you.
When do you sleep? Yeah. Hey, thank you all you guys for being here. Don't forget, come by at 2 o'clock. We'll be running some free stuff. The price
Yeah.
is right. Hey, I will tell you before we get out of here, I did just get a response. No, I am serious. I really want to buy this, but I'm buying from outside the US. I've repeatedly tried to check it out and it can't, and now it's blocked my card. I have the same issue like this before. I need to resolve with the bank. It will be 3 to 5 days to resolve this.
Well, hopefully by this time next week
We'll see.
you'll be yeah.
They probably think he's trying to do some illegal brain surgery. Is what the problem is.
Right.
Maybe he's trying to harvest some bones, harvest some,
Yeah.
organs.
I mean, it's not every day that someone reaches out and says, "Hey, I need a cranial saw." That's what I've been looking for. So,
Right.
He's using it for woodworking.
yeah, woodworking. All
Yeah.
right, thank you guys for coming to hang out. Appreciate Otts and Jimmy for stopping in as well today.
Yeah,
And
appreciate
hey,
it.
Leroy, go to the post office. What are you doing?
And get a
All right.
light and get a light too.
Yeah, yeah. Get out of the witness protection program, bro.
And hopefully, I could get Leroy to come hang out with us at Charlotte. Maybe we'll get him to do a live with us on District.
Yeah, there you go.
Right.
I'm not
There you
gonna
go.
promise anything, but I'm gonna call you later.
All right, guys. Thank you. Have a great day.